Yar me mateys, and welcome to the next exciting adventure of Blood Red Seas. I can't. I can't do that forever. I can do that for a minute, and then I'm good. And that's about
At least you can do the accent, because I
can do the accent. I just can't do it down here like this too long, or my face dies. And it's sad for everyone. Well, hello everyone, and welcome to the next episode of Blood Red Seas, our Dungeon World 3 shot. Maybe 4. We'll find out. We'll see what happens tonight. That'll tell us how things end up, if we need 1 or 2 more sessions to wrap things. I am your storyteller for the evening. My name is Thruck. You can find me at the tweeters on Thruck Plays. And before we do introductions tonight, I want to make a very special announcement. At the end of next month, either the last weekend in September or the first weekend in October, we are going to be holding what we hope will be a $5,000 fundraiser over 36 hours, running 9 one-shots to raise money for Trans Lifeline. For those of you who don't know what Trans Lifeline is, it is a nonprofit that provides micro-grants to folks going through transitions so they can do things like change their names and change whatever on their health insurance. All of that stuff costs money, and lots of folks going through transition don't have the kind of money to do those very simple things because they pay a lot of money for very, very expensive, important things to become who they want to be and who they are. And so we want to help that amazing charity out. The other thing they do, by the way, is an actual lifeline. They have a crisis phone line staffed by members of the trans community for people going through transition and members of the trans community. We think this is an amazing cause where we can point to where the money's going and say, I know that it's going to microgrants, I know that it's going to staff these specific things, and that therefore we know our money's being well spent, and it's for an amazing cause. And we still, I believe, we have about 30 people signed up right now, and we're going to make a decision within the next week or two as to whether we're doing it the last weekend in September or the first weekend in October. We've already been sponsored by the amazing Miss Devanrue, who we know is going to provide prize support, and we're working on some more people as well who we're trying to get a couple special guests. We're trying to get more prize support, but all of that is still in the works. We launched this 2 days ago, but the retweets and the likes and everything we've seen so far have been amazing. I just posted in chat a link to the Google form where you too can sign up if you want to be a part of this. Right now you'll be asked for the dates for both weekends, and then, like I said, in about a week we'll make the final decision as to which way we're going to go, and then we will, to you all who have signed up, let you know, and then we'll make a big announcement. We'll start making graphics, we'll get more sponsors, hopefully get some more special guest DMs. Grant Ellis, who many people know, has signed on to do our Friday night 8 to midnight stream, and so it's going to be really exciting, and we want to raise a lot of money for an amazing cause, and we hope you'll join us. So that's the big announcement that's happening right now, and I hope you'll join us, or at least tune in and give a little money to an awesome cause coming up in about a month and a half. With that, let's throw it around to the team, and let's have everyone say hi, hello. We'll start with Mr. Captain J. Cross.
Hello there, everybody. I am playing Mad Jack Thorne tonight. And when I'm not playing a pirate, which is honestly rarely, I'm Capjack, or at Captain J. Cross on Twitter. So yeah, I am excited for tonight.
Yar. Did you say you played on the Mimic Nights? I was doing something really quick.
Right, no, I didn't mention that at all yet.
Yeah, where else can people find you on the WTTPs? Where else?
Oh my goodness, I'm everywhere. So on the 2nd, 4th, and 5th Tuesdays of a month, I play Lucian, the Tiefling Warlock, on the Mimic Nights. On alternating Thursdays, it is Shadowrun, where I play my namesake Capjack, an Orc Street Samurai. And opposite of that, there's a Pokemon 5th Edition game, which is incredibly entertaining, where I play the Poketaker. And then here I am on Sundays.
Yeah, awesome. And then next we'll do Mr. Archer.
What's up? I'm Archer of the Eye, and I'm playing... What's his face?
I'm playing what's his face.
Taro?
Yeah, Taro.
Yeah, Taro.
Yeah.
That's right. I forgot. My mind just went... I've been playing Keldor all day, so I had to, pull back from him. Speaking of which, I am on the Sunday game just before this one. 3.5 homebrew called Tales from the Kingdom of Five, lots of fun. We're a little bit ridiculous. A wee bit.
Which is why we love your game, because it's ridiculous.
It's so much fun.
Sweet! And then last, but certainly not least, Miss Abigator Frenzy.
Oh, hello, guys. Today, I am playing the captain of this ridiculous crew. So her name is Captain Winona the Marked Oakley. And when I'm not playing Captain Winona, Captain Oakley, you can just find me on the internet. You can find me on Twitter at Abigator Frenzy. Also, it's my username on chat, so you'll see me in and out. When I'm not there, my biggest thing right now is if you check out just check out my Twitter. I'm doing a really cool stream, talk show / podcast on the forefronts called Queers and Quaggoths. We just had an episode about grungs. I don't know if you guys know about, they're like tiny tree frogs, and it's just, I do stuff, you guys.
Yeah.
They're so cool. They're so cool. But yeah, that's me. I'm so happy to be here.
Yay! Welcome. All right, and we're happy to have you. This has been your first game on Welcome to the Party, but hopefully not your last. This is what we
I'm not planning on it. I mean, I'll come back anytime. Just let me know.
Excellent.
Come play with us.
All right, so let's set the scene for our scene right now. When we last left our intrepid, rapscallion, adventuring pirate folks, we found them sailing the seas from St. Octavia to a strange, unknown island deep within the ocean. There they hoped to find the secret treasure of Freebooter Annie. Along the way, they were intercepted by another pirate crew. I'm looking actually for my note on who that is real quick. I forgot. It's been 2 weeks and I was a
Rose, Captain Rose, the bitch.
Yeah. The bitch Captain Rose. And her
Of the Rosebud.
attempted to overtake our lovely... What is your guys' ship's name again?
The Iron Maiden.
That's right. Attempted to overtake the Iron Maiden in the search for this treasure, and a fight on the high seas ensued that the Iron Maiden and their plucky crew gained the better of. Landing on this unnamed island, the 3 leaders of this ship stepped off the boat and moved deeply through the jungle, nearly getting lost, but finding their way, haunted as it was by strange green emanations coming from the life of the forest itself, and these odd cairns. They wound their way through the deepest jungle on an island with a strange scimitar shaped rock at one end of it. Yeah, that's right. I did do that. A strange scimitar-shaped rock at one end of it. Then they found their way to the cave itself, where, when they began to delve into it, they were assaulted by these strange green fireflies that occasionally would coalesce into ghosts. Ghosts that would try to kill them. But they were also able to put some of them to rest and destroy the other ones. Now they're making their way through the cave of the pirate captain, looking for the treasure. Having just negotiated with and talking a group of 5 skeletons into joining their pirate crew, we meet our adventurers now on the other side of a large chasm, deep within the cave, where they hope to find the treasure of Freebooter Bonnie. With the pirates having left, you guys find yourselves right where you're standing, and I'll bring that up on the mappy poo as well. And so I throw it over to you for what happens next.
Alright, we need to be going deeper into the cave then.
Where are we? I can't see anything.
I also be blind.
Oh, you know what? I put on the advanced site, but I didn't actually give any of you sight, so we're fixing that right now.
Yay!
I forgot to make you have eyeballs. I'm sorry. Mad Jack, you can't see anyways, because you're mad!
Ah!
Doink. There we go. Now, if you're not there, you should be here.
Yes.
Okay. Can everyone see now?
Yep.
Yes.
Sweet. All right. Yay!
Right, only one eye patch. That makes much more sense now.
All right.
So how are we going to get across this? Oh no, because with the skeletons,
they brought it back up and we just crossed.
All right.
I'm going
They
to
do have their friends, though, coming up.
try and peek around the corner here.
Yeah, you need to... So, this is Mr. Torchy. Everybody can control Mr. Torchy. Somebody should be
Except
carrying.
for me.
You can't actually control him? I said him to be able to be controlled by anyone.
Apparently I can't select it.
Weird.
Mr. Torchy is particular.
I'm trying a new thing. Can anyone else control him?
No.
Welp. It says can be edited and controlled by all players. And it's in all your journals. That's
I wonder, did you make it recently? Do we need to like reload or something? Or?
No, I made it before you guys hopped in. Let's just try that. Oh, roll 20. Your logic is not my logic. Try that now.
Nope.
Well, okay. So you're moving up here. We'll do that. I will make... Who wants to be carrying the torch? I will make you the light bearer instead of Mr. Torchy.
I believe I actually put a light spell on my dagger.
Wait, what?
Okay.
Everyone disappeared.
Yeah, hang on a sec.
He took the light source out.
Oh, no.
Doink. There you go.
Tara, I swear, you need to keep that light on.
Sorry.
This is disconcerting.
The lights keep turning on and off. What's happening?
You're holding the light.
All right. So as you come around the corner, you see ahead of you, this actually, just like the other one is, I used a bad map, continues on. It's just a step down into the next chamber here, which you can see what you can see from where you are. Now remember, in Dungeon World, you can do things like make a move to discern realities, or have a look around, or do whatever you like. Just let me know what you're trying to accomplish, and we'll make it happen.
Okay.
Mad Jack is going to check for traps.
All right, that would definitely be a discern realities roll.
All right.
And that is... One sec. Oh yeah, you just have them all plugged in now, which is great. What did we get? We got a 9. All right, so you can take one forward when acting on the following answers. We'll take the first one. And then you, Atero, also discerning realities, don't do anything, but get an experience point.
Sweet.
All right, so Capjack, you get to ask me one question from the list below.
What should I be on the lookout for?
Guards pretending not to be guards.
Right.
Fuck.
So, Mad Jack is going to kind of like look around.
Shogun with 1,000 bits. Let's
Oh
say
my God,
hey,
thank
and
you.
make I love
Shogun.
yous to him. I love
Shogun.
you.
Oh, and thank
Stop
you for
that.
the help to
You're
go
so
with
awesome. Shogun,
That
stop
is
being so
amazing.
awesome.
That's amazing. All right. We love you. And go.
it. Okay.
No, let's bring it back in. That was really awesome. I also am cheering about it, but let's bring it back into the game.
Okay. So he's gonna kind of like be looking around for where guards might be hiding, or because skeletons are creepy and sneaky, and ghosts.
Yes.
They're all just awful. All right. I guess he's gonna be advancing slowly while keeping a very close eye on.
All right.
Oh wait, does the light work for me too? Oh, look at that.
Yeah, it should work for everybody. It should.
Yeah.
So, as you begin to move forward, you do see the shape of a new room ahead. I don't think you can see the tables just yet, but there in the corner off to the left, you find what looks to be a bar. And laying just feet away from it on the ground is a skeleton, destroyed. Sitting there in pieces.
I'm
And
going
for
to
a
stomp
moment-
on the skull.
Oh, no. Okay, well.
Arrow.
What would that?
I would like to attempt to like stop a Tiro. Be like, wait a moment.
Okay.
Okay, you stop him. If you choose to be stopped, Atero, you can be stopped.
Okay.
Wait a moment. Mad Jack is gonna look at the skull and be like, "All right, you're not fooling anybody there."
Can I look around the skeleton? Because it looks like Oakley is.
What was?
Don't. It's cool. That was nothing. Don't worry about that. Nothing. Nothing's happening weird right now. You know. No. You do see as you're asking. You want to ask if you can look around and do what? Sorry, I was playing with effects.
You're totally fine.
Show me things.
I'm gonna look around and see if this skeleton is trying to distract our attention from anything else that could be going around or sneaking up on us or something.
Make a discern realities roll.
Gonna discern that reality.
You're really good at it. Give me 3 questions.
Oh,
3.
damn.
That was a perfect roll.
Yeah.
What here is not what it appears to be.
Yeah, that skeleton's gonna stand up when you get close to it.
That's a skeleton soldier.
Yeah, that's kind of why I was gonna stomp on it.
And you
Like
get
I
2 more.
said, you're not fooling nobody.
What here is useful or valuable to me or to us?
As you're looking around the room, you see I think it is within your sight. You see this guy right here, right? This table?
Mm-hmm.
Barely, yeah.
Underneath it, there is a skeleton arm wrapped around it that leads to a body deeper in the shadows in this game. I was reading chat. I really shouldn't do that. One sec, Shogun, I'll tell you what major advantage is. You see, falling deeper into the shadows, this arm wrapped around the center of the table, laying underneath it on the floor, and it's got a gold ring on it.
Okay. All right, and then the last and final question is... what is about to happen?
When you walk into that room, you're going to get ambushed by a number of skeletons. Not just the one you can see, but probably more than that.
Okay. I motion both of these people. Crew? Before we march into a room, totally unprepared and just start poking around at things, perhaps we should realize that there are indeed skeletons, undead skeletons around, who are perhaps trying to ambush us. In fact, and I point out, you see how in those shadows, do you see that tiny bit of movement over there?
Oh, yeah, there's one over there. There's that one right there. Oh.
Yeah.
Can I still stomp on this one? It's one less.
Why don't we try talking to them like the last ones?
I don't think all of them are going to be able to talk them out of it.
Yeah, but
Obviously, she'd keep the ones who are least loyal to her the farthest away from her.
Okay, also another question.
Yes?
So the room with the ring is the room we are about to walk into, am I correct?
Yes. Yeah. So you guys are here, right? Kind of, there's skeletons up there. What do we do? And
I'm sorry, I can't see anything. I don't know if that's just me.
Oh, again? Let me make sure. It says you have sight.
Zoom out and see if you can see the...
I can't see anything.
Huh.
Alright, you don't see this happening?
I see nothing.
Okay.
You see nothing.
I see nothing. It also might be my Roll20 and my computer is not the best. Here, let me just try refreshing.
Okay. I also gave you a light source. I was playing around with dynamic lighting today, and perhaps that was a mistake. Perhaps I should not have been playing around with dynamic lighting today.
We're just going to assume that it's my computer because
Okay.
Old Bessie, she tries her best.
Poor old Bessie. So, Shogun, let us know who you want that major advantage to go to.
I believe he said...
for Magic. There it is. Yep. Awesome.
Yeah.
Love it. All right. So let me know when you're refreshed.
Okay, I am good now.
Okay. Awesome. Yay for things
Excellent.
working. All right. So as you see what you see, then.
We need a trap. We need to set a trap.
So how does the major advantage work?
You get +1 forward.
So it's going to give you. So a major advantage gives you an automatic success. You choose something and you succeed at it.
That good.
A minor advantage gives you a +1 forward on the next roll of your choice.
I got an idea.
Okay.
All right, so if I may, Captain, I'm gonna talk to those skeletons, and I'm gonna convince them to join the crew as well.
Okay.
It worked the first time. I can't see why it wouldn't work second time.
Go for it.
I hold my hand up to Atero, who is... Thanks for a little bit. It did surprisingly work the first time. I do want a backup plan, however.
It's a good idea.
Got some spells ready, if you'd like. I can make one of us invisible, or I can blast the first thing we see. Or
No blasting just yet. And you can what? I'm sorry.
Summon a spirit. It answers a couple questions.
Oh.
Or one question. I haven't actually tried it yet. Dead things are just annoying.
Oh, we've noticed. Although, that's a good point. I mean, summoning a spirit in here, they're gonna know plenty.
Well, for right now, our main concern is this horde of skeletons. You can try talking to them. I wondered if there's any way either Atero and I... We can turn invisible.
Only one.
That's totally fine. Let us try to talk. I'll be in the background. Atero, you go in the back. If things start to look hairy, you can blast them from behind, then we get advantage.
Good idea, Captain.
All right. All right, let's see how much we can kiss ass to these skeletons.
Right, so Mad Jack is going to like point at that one that's on the ground. It's nearby, right?
Yeah, if you are where you are, it's nearby. Yeah.
Yeah. He's going to point out and be like, all right, can we have a conversation? I mean, this is just getting silly at this point. We both know you're a skeleton. You're going to stand up and you're going to be like, I'm going to attack. So can we just have a quick conversation real quick?
The skeleton does not appear to move as you speak into the room, but you do hear the echo of your own voice, and it's quite pleasing.
I walk up to the skeleton.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so you walk up to the skeleton.
I walk up to the skeleton.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hell, Captain.
Is the skeleton starting to move?
Not yet.
My name is Captain Winona Oakley. I have a proposition for you. Should you be willing to listen?
Silence.
Your mate's back. Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna... All I was gonna say, and I was trying to say it moodily, thank you, was silence. And thank you for the follow, S.J. Brownwitch. That's awesome.
Thank you.
S.J. Brownwitch. Yes.
All right, now Mad Jack is gonna like walk a little bit closer. Look, we already talked to your mates up back here. We came to an accord with them. We know you're all in here. Could we at least have a conversation? This is just rude. And as pirate to pirate, let's have a real conversation. Parley.
I was about to say, Doshi, Selwyn, Rowley, Waverly, and Letta. Say hello.
For a moment, you hear this. Echo through the room.
That's it.
Can I blast it now?
And a green wisp flies by your face, Captain Oakley. Just a single green.
She doesn't move her head as it moves by. Her eyes kind of follow it, and she stiffens up. Is there something funny? I am rather put out when I'm not aware of the jokes people are telling.
There will be no parley, girl.
And who do I have the pleasure to speak with?
You're in my house. Introduce yourself to me.
Oh.
What? Thank you, Castle Mac, for the resub, you lovely bad guy bastard. It's my own channel. I can say you lovely bastard. You lovely
You
bastard.
lovely bastard. That's amazing. We're gonna... No, her AI name's Anne, right?
She was asking for your name.
I know, but her name's Anne.
It was Captain Freebooter Bonnie.
Oh, Bonnie, Freebooter Bonnie, thank you.
Yeah.
I assume that I'm talking to Captain Bonnie. My name is Captain Oakley. Captain Winona Oakley.
Captain Oakley. It is wonderful that you have joined me in my home. What brings you here?
Oh. I enjoy exploring things, and I've heard many tales of the adventures that you and your crew have been on, and I have come to see if they are true or not. Such legends follow your name.
You call yourself a pirate of legends? No pirate seeks legends unless they seek the coin at the end of the story.
Of course, a little coin won't go amiss. However, Captain of Legends and Captain of Truth are two very different things. I seek information, not legends. I'm sure you understand the difference.
What is it you wish to know?
There are rumors of a great hoard of treasure that you are powered over, and it also has been rumored that you have a power over the dead. I have seen some of your crewmates. I wish information on this mastery of the dead. It could come in handy.
You wish mastery of the dead?
Not quite mastery. Let's say information of a mastery. Death is a tricky thing, you see. Becoming a master of death could be
Deadly.
I gesture to my first mate. Indeed.
Upgrade.
One cannot master death. One can only bargain with it. The outcome is never in doubt.
I'm taking it you know from personal experience.
I do. And yet here you stand, seeking what I have earned, and my secrets. Why should I not have my crew kill you now?
Respect a fellow pirate, a fellow truth seeker, fellow adventurer.
I seek no truth. Only
No,
rest.
Oh, I'm sorry, excuse me.
Only rest.
Well, no.
To be put to it or left to it? quite a difference between the two.
Does your first mate often speak for you, Captain?
Quartermaster, actually.
Shit, I forgot. Master.
I thought we were parlaying captain to captain. If you cannot control your crew, how can I even talk to you?
I can control my crew well enough. My quartermaster has been with me a long time and has a bit of the gift for the gab. Whatever he says, I can assure you, it would not be... It is a representation of what I wish to say. Do not doubt my ability to captain my crew. Thank you. I will respect you here in your home. I ask at least a modest, little bit of respect myself.
You have shanghaied some of my crew, broken a bridge, and now stand in the quarters where my crew relaxes. How is it again that you respect me?
I have heard many, many tales of your glory. I kind of turned towards Jock. I was like, never? No. And we didn't quite break your bridge. We fixed it.
Or kind of breaking on its own. You really need to keep maintenance up here. Lots of things.
You're still
fall
invisible, right?
Nope.
I turn to you and I lift up my eyebrows and I'm like, my face is, if you do not shut your damn mouth, I will slit your throat myself.
Walking out from the wall to the north here is a swirling mass of green that coalesces into a ghost. Long, curly red hair, a white and red bandana slashed red around the head. Female, with a white shirt and a leather bandolier over black breeches and high, blood-red knee boots. Casts its ghostly visage upon the three of you.
I do a slight bow.
You have walked into my home. You have killed or shanghaied my men. You have disrupted spirits that you have no right to do so.
Fair.
I give you an option. Leave or join my crew.
Begging your pardon, Captain Bonnie. I do believe I speak for our captain when I say I think we have an alternative suggestion for you. If I may, Captain.
As always.
Right. I am sure there's a fellow quartermaster among the crew here, right? Looking around at the pack of skeletons.
You destroyed him.
Well, that's a bit awkward. But here lies the problem. Your crew has been here for a very long time. And crews get restless, as we know. I mean, quartermasters, it's our job to pay attention to things like that and keep discipline upon the ship. Your quartermaster's gone. Your discipline, frankly, is abysmal. And I think you have less of an option here than we do. Because, frankly, your crew could join us, and you can surrender, or we can have conversations like proper captains, or the two of you can anyway.
I cannot surrender. I cheated death, and death cheated me back. There is no surrender for me.
Ah, we're getting somewhere there.
So, since there's no surrender for you, you said something earlier about rest. All you want is rest. I'm sure since your crew and you have been here for such a very long time, you might just... How long has your soul been here? Hundreds of years?
153 years, 8 months, and 12 days.
The thought of escaping, finding rest finally, going to whatever afterlife or lack of there is, it must be almost a dream. Now, you said that you cheated death and death has cheated you back. It seems as such. However, do you have any clues of how to stop this, unending consciousness that you're so plagued by?
I feel that speaking with you more, without knowing your intentions, true intentions, will bear no fruit. I have power over this island and those who have died here. You have the three of you. You may leave this cave, but you will be hounded unless you speak plain. What is it you wish of this cave?
Fair enough. Obviously, being pirates, we are interested in the treasure. Some gold. More than interested. Initially, I was very interested about the rumors of the an undead pirate crew. As you can imagine, does have some appeal. However, seeing you and seeing your crew, in my opinion, that an undead crew or never-ending crew would be more of a curse than anything. It's very hard after so many years to keep a crew loyal. Loyalty is my biggest asset, the biggest, most important commodity which I as a captain wish to gain. As I'm sure, of course, you understand. So that was our intentions coming in. However, now I'm willing to parlay with you about what we can offer you or your crew in return for this treasure that you, of course, have no use for, this worldly thing.
My anchor to this reality lies within that treasure and the stone that binds me and my crew to this island and gives me power over it. Were you to take my treasure, I would be compelled to kill you.
Compelled or forced? Anything that's compelling can be resisted, should you be strong enough.
I see no difference. The end result will be the same.
Us dead. So there's nothing we can do to persuade you to simply let us see the treasure.
Why would you wish to see a treasure you cannot touch? Sorry, our Twitter just exploded, guys, because apparently Matt Mercer decided to like that tweet, and I don't even know what to do at the moment with the like.
I couldn't believe you were straight faced still. I was like,
well, we're just gonna take a moment and go. Ah!
Especially
and then
for
back.
such an amazing fundraiser. Like, I'm so pumped for you guys. That's
Yes.
That's pretty
Okay. All right.
Here we
oh my
need
God! He actually retweeted it on top of everything else. Okay, so dude, Dakota, you're amazing. I love you. Okay, and we're back. And we're back.
Okay.
You are parleying with a captain that cannot, who is tethered to its treasure, bound by unlife to that which it stole during its life.
Where's the skeleton with the ring on it that I had noticed earlier?
Doink.
Are there any other skeletons nearby, or any?
Are there any other skeletons? Yeah.
Or not skeletons, but like any other
4.
skeletons?
Well, you see most of 3, and then you see 3 and a bit of a 4th. Just a nubbin. Just a little skelly finger.
Just a little, yeah.
Yeah.
little
Like-
metatarsal.
Yeah.
I try to. I can't do that because I don't have any kind of message or like magic things. I don't know. How do I word this?
I don't know.
I don't know either. Somebody.
Know.
God, I'm the captain. I don't like this.
What are you trying to accomplish? Curiosity.
Yeah,
I wanna see,
there's
'cause-
what are you trying to accomplish? That is an
So
important
I
Dungeon
think-
World question.
I think we're out of options talking to her right now. Like, she seems pretty.
We either leave or we fight.
Yes.
The options.
However, when I made that roll, remember, there is something that I can use. Apparently, that ring on the skeleton is of some.
It was valuable.
Yes,
Yeah.
it has some use within this dungeon that you have yet to discern.
Well,
Okay.
see, what do I have? Oh boy, I have an idea.
You've
Go
come
on,
such
go
a
on.
far way. Just
I have an unseen servant.
not.
What do you want to do with Tara?
A tarot, I kind of eye you at some point while like Jack is talking. I eye you, I make eye contact with you, and then I point my eyes towards where the ring is.
And I send my little unseen servant
So,
over. Oh, it cannot pick up items.
no!
Whoop whoop!
Womp womp womp.
That's okay, whatever.
So basically it's like a little dish tray that follows me around. Okay.
Meh, meh, meh.
How? Well, it's ongoing though, and I can't cast 2 ongoing spells at
Yeah.
the same time.
It would
Correct?
be such a. I don't think so. Can you? Because do they both require concentration? All right, this isn't D&D. Never mind. I'm gonna shut my mouth.
Nothing
now.
requires no, there is
Ongoing
concentration in this spell.
spells.
Yeah.
I can't have. If I have an ongoing spell, I can't cast another spell without first spelling that one. I believe.
Yes, that is correct.
Okay, so I can. Why can it not pick it stuff up? No.
So at this point, you guys are faced with kind of 3 decisions, right?
Yeah.
You can either choose to continue talking to her, because we're in kind of a space-time pause at the moment while you guys are thinking of your next option. Because obviously your characters would think about this, like, in the moment, because you're there and like, aha! But you are players, and so there's like 3 things standing in front of you right now, right? Midnight Taps, thank you for the follow, we deeply appreciate it. Thing number 1 is to continue your parlay looking for additional leverage, right? Thing number 2 would be to leave. Thing number 3 would just be to go ham, right? And there might be a 4th thing that I'm not thinking of, but those are the 3 that I can think of right away.
Yeah, I'm thinking unless somebody else like distracts her, so somebody can grab that ring. I don't see anything that we can do besides.
Okay, so you've indicated that you want the ring to me.
I pointed out the ring to you. Whether or not there's a good opportunity for you to get said ring,
well,
is whatever.
I kind of walk up behind you and I'm like, very quietly, I'm just like, I can cause a distraction.
You are in my home. You know I can hear you.
Even that quiet? Okay.
I heard you enter.
Fair enough.
And as far as it goes, you have pretty much free reign of this island, it sounds like.
Yes.
But only this island, am I also correct?
Yes.
So it's as much a prison as anything else.
Yes.
Captain, you're a pirate of legend. Don't you miss the sea?
I will never see the sea again.
I mean, how do you know that? How is there... You could be missing information that could allow you to escape.
As they're talking, I'm gonna try to be super subtle and like sneak towards them.
Shimmy,
Okay.
shimmy, shimmy.
Shimmy, shimmy, shimmy.
Shimmy. Okay, so you're gonna try and like kind of nonchalantly move your way over there, is that right?
Yes.
Let's take a look. What do you think the appropriate move without like, because she's still a thinking entity, right? And so thus can be fooled. You wouldn't be attempting to fool her into not realizing that you're trying to go over and swipe that ring, right? That is essentially what it feels like you're trying to do.
Yes, I feel like that's the closest. Yeah.
So would that be defy danger?
Maybe.
Using...
Can I do an additional aid roll with that? By like starting to pace?
And like taking up visual
exactly.
processing power? Yeah.
And
like
as
redirecting visuals.
Yeah, and I would be, as a wizard and as someone who is very, as versed as I am in like arcane knowledge, just start spouting off like a bunch of random facts of trying to think of, well, maybe we could do this, or maybe if I
Spout
could
lore, yeah.
that.
Spout lore.
And
Yes.
basically try and figure...
My crew is the best. Thank you, crew.
All right. So it sounds like we have a spout lore that's going to happen. So you got a 10. That's great.
Nice.
You're going to tell me something interesting and useful that's relevant to your current situation, and then I get to ask you how you know this.
There's legends of a trident that breaks curses. Maybe that would help you out. If we could find that. Of course, we'd have to have a fee for that.
She zooms right up into your face, floating there.
Don't budge.
Your fee would be your life.
Nah, not good enough. Sorry, because, you see, if you kill us, you're trapped here anyways. So it really doesn't help you at all.
You don't seem to understand how bargaining works. I
Well,
start
you see,
with
I also
nothing.
really don't care about dying, so you threatening to kill me doesn't matter much. I work with gunpowder. That stuff's way more dangerous than you are.
You see her start to move her hand into your chest. What do you do?
I back.
And by the way, at this point, Abby, as long as you did defy danger, on a 7. So, what stat did you use for that?
I use Dex.
All right, so you
I thought
are
that was appropriate.
So Atero, by essentially provoking the ghost, allowed you to get over there and grab that ring. The ring itself, and I'll get right back to you because it's a big deal what's about to happen, Atero.
Yeah.
You grab the ring, and the ring itself is gold with this kind of emerald inlay wrapped in it, and the color of it matches almost the spirits and the wisps, the hints of former life that exist in this cave. Mm-hmm. It has no writing on it, but it has the feeling of arcane power to it.
Okay. I don't want to just put it on, because that doesn't seem very wise.
Okay, as you're grabbing it, Atero, yes. I don't normally... in Dungeon World, I can tell you to make a roll, and I'm telling you to make a roll, and it's going to be a Defy Danger roll. She is attempting to grab into you and do something horrible because you've ticked her off.
Defy that danger.
Yeah, so it's going to be a Defy Danger, but you tell me what stat you think would be most appropriate for a ghost that is essentially attempting to grab into your life force.
Honestly, I'm just going to sit there and try and resist it. Like, straight up Constitution, just be like... Just
Make
kind
a
of
Defy Danger
push
roll.
it back out.
Let's do it. Make a Defy Danger roll with Constitution.
The noise.
Okay. So... as you feel her presence wrap into you, for a moment, this deathly cold shiver goes through your body. It's as if the sound of the world deadens down to almost nothing. The vision in your eyes fades to pinpricks, and then all of a sudden, it's back, and you can see it, and you've shaken this off. And you realize that she had been feeding from you, been trying to engorge herself upon your life force, but you, through this consummate act of self-preservation, have been able to shake it off. She gives out this horrible wail of a scream, and you see her pieces shatter into 1,000 green motes of light, and some of them wrap into the skeletons on the floor around all of you and rise. Moving to attack.
Fuck
I'm blowing them up now!
Yes!
Mad Jack is going to jump up on the
I would
table.
be like right here at that point.
Yeah.
So from his
Oakley would
vantage
be
point
over here
now,
as well because you stole the ring. Okay.
Yeah, sorry. about
so
that.
from his vantage point now, how many skeletons can he see and stuff? I guess looking into that room.
You see 1, 2, 3. You see 3 skeletons.
Okay. And they're the ones that have like now risen and started to be all like,
Yes. But these look different than the skeletons you have seen before. These are kind of wreathed in that green light that I was talking about before. And it's not a single light, it's thousands of like motes of light animating them as if they are not self-animated. Some outside power is moving them.
What's this thing?
It is a skeleton who is dressed with some armor, just some light leathers, has 2 scimitars crossed on the back.
Okay, so it's just a skeleton.
Yes.
Good to know.
So...
But it also rises and moves to attack. It is dressed differently than the other ones.
Maybe kill that one first.
Is it wreathed in that green stuff too?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna, as they're doing this, I'm gonna, yeah, let's see, Atero, you're right over here.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm gonna
All right,
hurry
who's
next
going?
to you. I'm
Okay.
gonna show you the ring. Is this safe to put on? You know magic! Is this safe to put on?
Discern realities? Is that what I would do?
Or is identify? Don't you identify things?
Don't you have identified? Yeah. You can discern realities on it, I would imagine, but...
Oh, I do have detect magic.
There you go. That's gonna, if you roll that and do it right, it's gonna give you the properties of the magical item.
Heyo.
9.
All right, so you choose one. You draw unwelcome attention to yourself, put yourself on the spot. The spell deserves take -1 ongoing. You choose which one of those three. For
I
you
will
want.
forget the spell.
Okay, so you no longer have detect magic. It is most distinctively magical. You believe it has two properties to it. Property number 1 is it triggers an effect bound to this cave somewhere, and you feel like you'll know it when you see it. Thing number 2 is it gives you +1 forward on all attacks against undead in this place.
All right.
Or anywhere
right
for that
now.
matter.
Do it. Start attacking things.
She just kind of lets out a little bit of a battle cry, puts the ring on, and then kind of draws her swords, ready to...
Okay, so they don't come at you until you tell me what you guys are doing.
Right. This is the part where Mad Jack, he has not drawn his weapons yet.
Yep.
He jumps up on the table.
Yes.
And he starts calling out throughout the caverns, "You see that? That's a weak captain right there. Tried to kill one of our crew and couldn't even manage it. You're gonna follow that? That is nothing to follow. Renounce them as a captain. Join our crew. Join pirates again, and not this weak-willed failure."
Ew.
Don't make a
And
roll.
Winona just has a really smug, pleased smile on her face as she stands up a little bit taller,
As a reaction to what you just said, all of the skeletons move up. This one moves here. They stare directly at you and say, "I am everywhere."
fuck.
And they move to attack.
Fighting.
I wasn't going to make you waste your roll on that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I wasn't going to make you waste your
That
roll
was-
because you get the impression that these are currently being directly controlled by her.
That was such a good speech, though.
It was a great speech.
Captain
I will
Winona's
give you
part.
+1 forward on your next attack or whatever. I will give you an additional +1 forward on any roll you want in this scene from that speech.
Nice. All right.
Really good. They're attacking.
Yes.
Yeah, but they're coming at you.
Well, bugger, and draws his weapons.
Yeah.
And I guess
You're
he's
the
gonna
bar, by
jump
the way,
off the
essentially.
table at the closest skeleton to him.
All right, it's the one right in front of you there. So what are you doing? Boink!
I think he's gonna use two-handed brawler, which does what again? Let me just pop that up there. No, okay, that doesn't actually have a roll. So I hack and slash with it, and it does a thing. All right.
Yes.
All right, so hack and slash.
Nice.
Oh.
So you deal your damage to the enemy and you avoid their attack at your option. You may choose to do a
Yeah.
+1d6, but expose yourself to the enemy
I'm
attack.
already gonna be adding pistol damage, so no, I won't do that.
Okay. So what is your damage?
It is. Boop. And boop. Okay. So 7, looks like?
Yes, 7. All
Cool.
right. So you slash into this guy, and you realize it's not biting as much as it should. As you come into him, your cutlass slash comes down this way, and then the pistols does seem to do a little bit more damage, but it's almost as if the cutlass kind of off of the rib cage on the front of him.
Xylophones, what?
Yes. I'm impressed.
Oakley or Atero.
As soon as I see these things moving forward, going to cast another spell, and I don't do anything.
Alright, so as you move to cast that spell, you see one of the skeletons just jumps right in front of you and goes to take a slash. Roll me a 1d6 plus 2.
1d6 plus 2.
as both of the crossbowmen also loose their crossbow bolts at you.
Ow!
8 points of damage. Youchies.
How does negative health work in this game?
You have passed out. You guys see Atero go to cast this thing, and you see the magic fizzle in his hand as one of the skeletons jumps up, stabs him in the chest as 2 quarrels pass through the ribcage of the skeleton and slam into the stomach of Atero, who passes out on the ground.
Oh, nope. Nope, nope.
That's not good.
Nope, I don't like this. I don't like this. I'm saying no. Okay, is that the end of his turn?
That is the end of his turn. Yes.
Okay.
God.
Okay, so I'm gonna scan the environment for an advantage.
Okay.
To effective. Okay, so I want to spend 1 mayhem, and
Yeah.
I want to. Let's see. One of the nearest, because this guy just stabbed him. What I want to do is, I want to maneuver the enemy so they're not as close to Atero. So I kind of want to move them over, like, towards Jack, so they're not killing my crew. Because no, why would you do that?
So that would be move to a nearby location, maneuver an enemy to. Okay, yeah. So you're gonna maneuver this guy up here, essentially capturing the attention of the group. I love it. Atero, can you roll me roll plus nothing?
Just a regular roll?
Just roll 2d6.
Okay. Oh, this'll work. 6. I'm not rolling.
It's a 3-shot. I'm not going to immediately kill you. I feel like
Immediately.
everyone deserves punishment before they die in a role-playing game. We're going to step out of combat for a second. Atero and I are going to have a little scene. Atero, you wake up. You smell the mixture of gunpowder and salt air. You hear in the background a crackling fire, and ahead of you is an open, glassy sea. This is not appropriate music for this at all. Okay, there we go.
You smell the sea air.
And there's a
very
happy
happy.
pig in the background, yeah. You're sitting on a log in front of this campfire, and you're mixing together one of your favorite exploding concoctions. But you're not breathing. And you don't feel the blood pumping through your veins. You're cold. Though you're in the southern latitudes, and it should be warm even at night around a fire. Stepping up to you, out of the water itself, is a hooded figure wearing green robes with tentacles coming out of its mouth. Rather, where its mouth should be is a mass of tentacles. It is your size and feels like a welcome presence. For a moment, it feels like coming home. And he sits down next to you. You, Atero, what brings you to the gates of my home?
Pretty sure it was a cutlass and 2 crossbow bolts.
You are of Fey blood, yet roam the seas like a human. And you are touched in a way that many are not. I could have use for you.
That's what a lot of people say. Never ends well.
I'd give you a choice then. Serve me as I wish, and I will return you to life, where you sit in the moment of your death. And rescue your friends from the imminent doom to which they certainly face. All I ask in return is for you to return a favor to me at my call.
And I suppose
or die.
Time. What the favor is.
My plans are long running. You are free to roam the seas, and when our fates intertwine again, I will call on you.
Well, as much as I don't care about it, I don't exactly want the captain or the quartermaster to die, so... Oh, jeez. This favor's gonna bite me in the butt. But that's
Very
better
likely.
than walking out now. I'll take the deal.
Excellent. I will see you soon, sea elf. And with a flash, you're lying on the... And with a flash, you're lying on the ground. You have 4 hit points. You stand up. Captain Oakley and Mad Jack, you see Atero's body rise off the ground. This bluish, brackish colored energy emanating from his eyes and his mouth as there's this unworldly scream that fills the room. The bones of all the enemies in front of you shatter, except for the one facing Mad Jack. Atera, you collapse back to the ground. You are awake, alive, and have 4 hit points.
I would not suggest die. It's way overrated. Oh, there's a guy left.
He looks like he's about to take a swing at you, Mad Jack. What do you do? Mr. Jack?
Right now, he's kind of stunned. He's just like, what happened? I'm trying to decide how he's going to. You know, I think he's just going to defend because he's not ready to do anything. Yeah.
Okay. He's just gonna so he's gonna defy danger with dexterity would be what he does.
Well, there's a defend move. Is
there a defend move? No, then you would defend. Yeah. Okay, you would defend. I'm still learning Dungeon World too.
Okay, hey, here we go.
Nice. There you go. You hold 3. That means you can use those 3 so long as you stand in defense. When you or the thing you defend is attacked, you may spend 1 hold to have the attack's effect open up the attacker to an ally +1 forward, deal damage to the attacker equal to your level. Captain Oakley, what are you doing? As you get into, what does your defensive stance against a double scimitar wielding skeleton look like?
Mine or Jack's?
Jack's, I'm sorry.
Holding his cutlass at the ready and flipping a pistol around to like have the butt to be able to like grab swords as necessary.
Oh my god, that's exactly what I was thinking. I love it. Okay, cool. Yeah, that is exactly how I envisioned that in my mind. Love it. And he's like, Captain Oakley, you see the skeleton coming at Mad Jack, who's just like blocking this like whirlwind of blows. What are you doing?
How close are they? Like, I'd have a clear shot, correct?
Yeah, it's just there's a table between you two. It's probably 4 feet, 5 feet, maybe 7 feet total.
Okay, yeah. I'm gonna take my action or whatever to load my flintlock and shoot at this fucker.
Shoot at the fucker.
So would that be a
+1 forward?
In +1 forward. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Okay.
One of my holds.
Would that wouldn't be hacker slash or volley? Would I just?
It would be volley to shoot.
It'd be volley. Okay.
Yeah.
8.
Yeah. So you're gonna hit. You have to move to. So you get to choose one of these 3 things to happen to you. Tell me what it is.
Take several shots, and I'll reduce my ammo by 1.
Sweet. You have an ammo of 3, right?
Yes. So now I have an ammo of 1.
Yeah. Sweet. All right. So it takes you. You're like, damn it! And he's just something about his skeletal form makes it a little bit harder than a fleshy person to hit. But with the final attack, you get there, and there's this. What's your damage?
What is my damage? I don't know.
It should be on your character sheet.
It would be in the main.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
A D8.
Yes. So roll the D8.
Oh. 7.
Nice! All right. It's still up, but you see it as it shatters its kind of shoulder area up here. It drops one of the scimitars as the whatever was holding it together with like magic and bone is just shattered, and there's nothing the energy can do to keep it. So it's only now kind of got the one scimitar, and it's still hacking at Mad Jack, but it's looking really, really rough.
Yeah. Okay. I'll take that.
Awesome. Atero, you are up and alive. Are you... What you doing, buddy boy?
Let's try this again. And I'm going to... Why is that coming up? There we go.
All right.
So your cat, what are you casting?
I am casting magic missiles.
But not at the darkness, which is important. You can see what you're casting at.
There's the Mountain Dew.
Deal 2d4 damage to one target, but choose to draw unwelcome attention to yourself. That puts you in a spot. You disturb the fabric of reality, take a -1 ongoing until the next time you cast spells, or you forget the spell.
This is a really useful spell to have on hand. I think, but I also don't want to get hit again. 7 damage though, so if it dies...
You always take that -1.
Yeah, I'll do that.
You're going to take the -1 forward on casting?
Yep.
Okay, done and done.
7 damage.
All right. With this final slam of magical energy, as there's this into its chest, you see the body of the scimitar-wielding skeleton collapse into a pile of bone on the ground. And for a moment, there's silence.
In that silence, Oakley is going to stomp up to Atero, slap him on the back of the head. You idiot! Do not do that again. You cannot die. That is my order. You are not allowed to die. Not allowed.
Well, it's not like I planned for them to shoot me in the chest.
You've got to be more careful as I slap the back of his head again.
Careful, you don't want to kill him twice.
Hey, fine. Ow.
Hey, quick question. Is this skeleton wearing armor?
It is wearing tatters of leather. It looks like it once was wearing pretty nice armor, but now it's wearing, moth-eaten, crappy armor. Yeah.
Boo.
Sorry.
How about them swords, though? Oh, right. That's a thing.
Yeah, pillage and plunder. So you... Oh, yeah, we get to actually do that. You're looting the room. So...
Put it out there.
Yeah, I forgot about that. I forgot that was a thing. 343. We're all learning together, which is always fun.
I don't know what you're talking about. I know, obviously. I obviously know
Clearly.
Dungeon World perfectly.
Duh. All right, so you're going to take +1 forward on treasure 226. All right. All right. They have guides for everything. Okay, so... You start with the best damage die there, which was a D8. So you're going to roll a D8. But you're going to add a 1d4 to that. So it's 1d8 plus 1d4.
Okay.
And then +1, right? +1.
Yes, because I've got 1 forward.
Yeah, 1d8 plus 1d4 plus 1.
Okay, so this is the 1d8 plus 1. So 4 plus... Or 6 plus...
7?
So it's going to be 8 altogether.
Yeah. So there's only one really noteworthy thing in here that is, and it's a small compass that's sitting behind the bar. It's about this big, which is about the normal. I guess it's a normal sized compass because it's about this big, but it's inlaid with like diamonds for the ordinal points, for the cardinal points, emeralds for the ordinals, and it's made out of solid gold. It is obviously an art object. It has no arcane value, but it is gorgeous, and it is worth 2d6 times 100 for the golden compass. It is worth 2d6 times 100, and has 0 weight to it.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, so somebody can roll 2d6 times 100.
Quartermaster's got it.
You got it.
2d6 times 100.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So it's worth 500 coin.
500.
Yeah.
Cool.
Fuck yeah.
Yep. Sweet. And with that, the room has been looted.
So you said those scimitars were there. Are they nice at all?
No, they're scimitars. They're not... They're kind of chipped and old. Most of the stuff here is beat up.
Good memento of the adventure, though.
Yeah, yeah. You gonna take one of those?
Hell yeah.
It adds 1 load. But you
Okay.
have a skeleton scimitar. Memento.
Sweet.
A skeletar. A scimitan skeletar. It's a skeletar.
Skeletar. Yeah, Skeletar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Skeletar.
Alright.
Excellent. Okay.
I kind of look at Atiro and at Jack. Okay, it seems we have a decision in front of us. We go forward with one crewmate, and I narrow my eyes at Atiro, who is seriously injured, and come away with compass, a weird ring, and good stories. Or you go forward at a disadvantage with a crazy ghost queen who can control skeletons.
Poorly. But
Poorly.
good.
Never said she was a good captain.
Not even a little bit.
Thoughts?
Well, would be nice to see what the treasure is. Because
There-
if that compass is just not even worth keeping in with it. I'm fine. I'll be fine.
Can we patch
none of
up
you-
at all?
Do any of you have a healing potion or anything?
That's actually a good question. Do I have one on me?
You check your gear. You guys all got your starting gear at the beginning of last game.
Yeah.
Oh, I do. I probably should have had that.
I slap him on the back of the head again. You had a healing potion.
Apparently.
Oh, no time like the present.
And I down the healing potion. But
Oh, what? I think it's broken.
yeah, apparently I don't have-
Yeah, let's take a look.
I don't know how healing potions work.
Healing potion. I just don't want to lie to you. Because I'm a big liar. I'm a big poopy liar.
How dare you?
Full hit point recovery plus 10,
Plus 10, yeah,
temporary.
it's
fine.
literally everything. Yes.
You now have 50 points, 50 HP.
Yeah.
I would love that.
And like 30 strength to go with it, you know.
Yeah. Plus 10 to every single roll.
Sorry,
Can't believe
sometimes
it.
doing it live means there are 2 sources of healing. Medical aid in the passage of time, but my name heals damage according to the move of the item used. Some moves, that's not helpful, thank you.
I can't believe that you got to talk to, like, Davy Jones. Death. With
Sure,
tentacles
it was
coming out
Davy
of his mouth.
Jones. That's who it was. It was Davy Jones.
No? I am making assumptions here. How dare you?
Healing potion. Heal yourself of 10 damage.
Holy cow, that's nice.
Yep,
Okay.
10 damage.
It wasn't Davy Jones, it was Bill Nighy playing Davy Jones.
Yes.
Has to get his Oscar somehow.
Today's
He did
Davy
play a
Jones
real
is
good
brought to you
Davy
by
Jones.
Bill Nighy. Bill Nighy, the Davy Jones of the deep.
Bill Nighy, the not-so-science guy.
Very good actor, though.
Very incredible.
All right. So we find ourselves standing in the dust of defeated skeletons. The energy of this captain has dissipated, perhaps receding further into the dungeon. What do you do?
Seems that you're both in agreement.
Yeah, and honestly, there's no guarantee that backwards is any safer than forwards, because she did say she had control over the entire island.
Got a point.
So, might as well. Let's go.
Then. Let's go.
I suppose
Oh.
I'll lead captain. Oh, all right.
All
Or
right.
not.
So as you
Tiro's
head
just like, I got this.
I have the light.
As you head out of the room, you realize that at the other end of the room is a precipice, falling deep into the darkness below, and there's a high domed ceiling about 50 feet above you made of hewn rock. Across this crevasse are 5 stone pillars.
How
Atero.
close apart are these? Are they within leaping distance or jumping
They
distance?
are. But Atero, you get an itch in the back of your head about a certain magical item.
Oi, your ring. Probably does something here.
I look at the ring.
It looks like a nice ring.
I take the ring off.
It now looks like a nice ring not on your finger.
I reach out my hand for it.
I understand. If you like it, then you should put a ring on it.
Yeah, I hand the ring to Atiro.
You are holding a pretty ring that you know to be magical.
I concentrate on the ring and try and get it to do something.
You realize there's probably some sort of incantation or word or something you're supposed to say.
Yar.
Yar.
Bridge,
Please.
please. The most magic of all of the magic
Oh.
words.
Hey,
That's
nice.
pretty nice.
I was gonna say spout lore, but discern realities can work too. You get to ask me 3 questions.
3.
Okay.
3.
So, what should I be on the lookout for? Is there any descriptions on the wall or anything?
Yeah. Oh, so I can't answer. What you should be on the lookout for are instructions.
Okay.
I can only
Looking
answer
out.
one of these questions. I can't answer an additional question.
So, looking around, do I see anything?
Yeah. A couple of different things kind of pique your eye. There is so this is essentially a tavern, right? And so there's bibs and baubles hanging off the walls. There's a brass plaque with an inscription on it, and the last word has been scribbled out, like with a knife or something, and it says parlay.
Parlay?
Are you wearing the ring or holding the ring?
I'm currently holding it.
Nothing happens.
Stick it on and say parlay.
Something happens. There you go. All right. As you say that, standing next to the precipice, a similar form of energy that you've seen before, but it's blue, creates bridges rising up from the depths below. These sparkling, energetic bridges crisscross between all of the different platforms.
I poke it.
Huh?
I poke it.
Bung,
See if
bung,
it's
bung,
solid.
bung, bung.
Okay.
Seems solid.
Okay. I still
the
have
penises.
2 questions left.
You do.
What here is useful or valuable to me?
You believe that wherever the pirate queen currently resides, there is going to be an incredibly valuable magical artifact.
Okay. And what here is not what it appears to be?
The chasm is only 20 feet deep.
I turn to the captain and the quartermaster, and they're like, "Yeah, be careful not to fall off. I don't think that has a bottom." And I start walking across the bridges.
All right,
Oakley's
you are
eyes
able-
get really wide.
You are able to easily navigate your way across the bridges.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow.
Yes.
And I will just move your tokens across so you guys don't have to worry about it. Boink.
Thank
guys,
you.
Yeah. Boink, boink, boink.
Aw,
Yeah, that should have been the magic word. Just help.
Help. Yeah, you guys are now here.
I see a
Alright.
green thing. I see treasure on the map.
Yes. Yes.
You find yourself in another
Pirate
rough-hewn
queen.
cavern.
Yes.
Light, green, odd light emanating from the very end of it, casting the entire cavern in this shimmering green glow.
Is it similar to the green glow that was on Captain Pirate Queen Bonnie, whatever?
Yes.
I think this is where we're supposed to kill her. Shall we?
Well, let's hold our horses for a second. Also, Atiro, don't forget if you're rolling in combat in the future, now that you have the ring, +1 forward.
Mm-hmm.
Yes?
I almost want to discern realities.
You can do whatever you like.
I mean, it's probably a good idea to do that.
I'm not your mama.
Oh no.
Oh,
You get an experience point.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is the first experience point I've got, you guys.
Because you're so good. You're so
I'm
good.
just, and I told you, I know all of the things about this game. It's just the best. Obviously, I'm winning. That's how it works, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Capcheck, you're also discerning realities.
Yes.
Ask me 3 questions.
Yes, Cap.
You must answer me these questions 3. Okay. What is about to happen?
Something terrible.
Cool. What should I be on the lookout for?
I don't want to be flippant, but my brain just says boss monster.
Really?
Right then.
You should be concerned that what you should be on the lookout for is that all of the necrotic energy that you have been encountering is coalesced in the jewel that's sitting in the center of that room.
What here is useful or valuable to me?
There is a ginormous hoard of money at the end of this thing.
Okay.
How open is this jewel? That
What do you mean?
seems to have all-
It's hard to tell from here because of the light it casts itself makes it difficult to see at a distance. You'd have to get closer.
I kind of turned to those two. It seems like all of the green light is coming from the jewel. If we destroy the jewel,
That's, Captain, that's where all the terrible ghost energies are in right now. They're all right there.
Well, what's to say that they're not gonna just come out anyway? Maybe if we destroy it, then they all vanish. I turn to a Tiro. How does it work? I don't know anything about that.
Tiro, tell us.
Would that be a spout lore?
That would be a spout lore. Indeed. I can tell you something. I will only tell you something interesting. You have to figure out how it's useful. So... with few exceptions, anything that's been moving in this cave or undead on this island is connected to that gem.
Well, it's obviously the source of all the necromancy crap that I'm just so obsessed with, which is ridiculous, because necromancy is so boring. But...
Yes. Raising the undead, just so droll.
It's so droll.
when you can make explosions, far more useful than a shambling husk.
What if you get the shambling husk to carry your explosives?
Or I could just fling it and it does the same thing.
All very useful arguments, however.
Right, not germane to the topic
Probably
at
a
hand.
good
Good
idea.
point, Captain.
Yeah.
We'll have a drink later and figure this out.
Will we even be able to get close to it? That's probably the thing we should be worried about, because I'm feeling that if it is something that breaking destroys everything she's done, she's not going to let us just waltz up to it.
If one of us has a crossbow or some kind of
I mean, you two have
gun,
pistols.
I've got one ammo left.
I ain't got nothing. I got a dagger.
Should I try?
Well, maybe we walk away from the endless void behind us before we alert them.
Fair point.
Oh, right. She can hear everything we're saying. Forgot about that.
Oh, at that point, I'm just like, Bonnie, just tell us how to get the treasure. Okay.
Captain Oakley, as you're standing there, just as you guys are thinking for a moment, you feel this whip past your ear and hear the clatter of bone at the other end of the hallway by the green gem.
Eyes up, be alert.
We got skellies.
I point towards where I hear the noise.
I'm going to hide in this corner and try and, stay out of sight of anything.
Atero,
Can you
as
point-
you move...
go
go ahead. What was your question? We'll do you first.
I was gonna say, can you just point out on the map where I think I heard the clatter?
You heard the clatter coming from down here, but you felt it moving from northwest to southeast down the cavern into that room.
So there's stuff behind us.
Atero, as you move into that corner, you turn around. You kind of turn around and like you do, and you're looking around the corner, and you see two bones flying through the air. One of them barely missing Mad Jack, and fling and land down in the room with the treasure.
We got company behind us. Or in front of us. I don't know how her magic works.
Let's go. I suggest we move now. Let's get as close as we can before things start attacking, I guess.
All right. So you guys are moving down. Are you guys going to be moving down? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. As you begin to move down, more of these bones start flying by, and every once in a while, one of them hits you in the back, clatters to the ground, picks itself back up, and flings itself down into the chamber where the treasure is.
Okay, that's not attacks. That's something getting built.
Skeleton.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna try to get close enough. At this point, I'm running. I'm gonna try to get close enough to aim a shot at this gem and try to shoot it.
Okay. The closer you get, the more of these bones start flying by.
Okay.
And by the time you get to about where you are, it's almost like being in a hailstorm of bone flying by you and piling up in the room.
Yeah, I'm gonna attack using volley with an 8.
This is not how magic prefers to get boned. I'm just going to be real about this.
You have to move to get a shot placed, placing you in danger of the GM's choice. You have to take what you can get, or you have to take several shots. I don't have several shots to use, so I'm gonna move.
You realize
placing me in danger.
The worst part about this is that you know you have to get closer to hit it accurately with a pistol. But you know if you get closer, you're going to get hit by a lot more bones, as it's going to increase the frequency, and it places you in a danger of my choice, which is going to be a hard move of 1d4 damage from bones just like battering into your back as you get close enough to fire your damage. Which will be like here.
Okay. At this point, I'll take that just because if this is the shot that we have, I'd rather me take the 1d4 damage.
Okay. So roll a d4 on yourself and also roll damage for...
Okay, here's damage.
Okay, 6.
Oh.
Not bad.
And then 4 on you.
Okay.
You hit it and it goes ka-dung, and you know that it bounced off.
Damn it.
So what are the bones like forming a barrier or something, or?
Currently the bones are piling up around the base of this.
Okay, as soon as I figure that, like, I'm still getting hit, I'm gonna try to take some cover, and I'm also going to down the 1 healing potion that I have.
Okay. You take the cover and you down the 1 healing potion for 10 healing. Capjack, what are you up to?
So, Madjack is going to sprint forward, and he's going to attempt to use the bones as, like, he's going to, like, try and get up them like rigging to get on top of this gem before it all goes crazy.
Okay. As
And
you...
he has a skill for that.
Yes, he does. You dash down the hallway. Running up these bones is like running up the weirdest sand dune you've ever run up in your life. They're only piled up about 4 feet, but it takes you like twice as many strides as you're just kicking bones back. And you make your way onto the top of the gem. And you feel a presence start to laugh. And you feel energy start to consume you. Arcane Beef, or Arcane Boyfriend, not Arcane Beef, although Arcane Beef also sounds kind of good. Thank you for the follow. That's awesome. I need you to make a Defy Danger test. You know you are being consumed at this moment. And you feel... And you feel as this happens, I will be free! I will be free! I will be free! Yes! As the energy starts to take you.
Actually, I would like to do a spout lore instead.
Okay. So spout lore can't change the predicament you're in, it can only explain it?
Yes, it can.
What?
Okay.
Okay.
Do it.
I will listen to your argument, but I am starting from a position of skepticism.
Okay. So Madjack, he has well proven to himself that the Sea Queen will protect him from possession and from ghosts, because it's worked every time since in this cave. And so, he truly, utterly believes that he is going to control all the ghosts and everything by standing atop of this gem. And I have a major advantage to prove it.
Okay, so it's still... just mechanically, it wouldn't be spout lore.
Okay.
I'm trying to figure out... You are attempting to... Because I want to give it to you. I just need to figure out how. Right?
defy danger still? I don't know.
I mean, the defy danger would get you out of the predicament. It would not turn the predicament directly on its head. Okay. Is my problem, right? Like, I'm trying to figure out. It's cool, but I'm trying to figure out, can we do it mechanically?
Yeah. Let's see. I mean,
I tend to default, especially in storytelling games like this, to the rule of cool, but
let's figure out where.
Yeah.
I mean, there's aid or interfere. I mean, this is definitely interfere. No, okay.
No, you don't have a bond to this gem. You can't.
There are certain realities. There's parlay.
No. So I'm thinking the best you can do at the moment would be. Hang on, let me see one thing real quick.
Maybe either a defend or like whatever, or a resist. Maybe like believing that you really have like the Sea Queen on your side, and she's going to protect me, and I'm going to be able to control everything. It stops.
Oh yeah.
Him from being controlled from whatever necrotic. Be like a resist, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, the resist roll will stop it, but it won't. So I think the thing I'm having a hard time with is you immediately taking control over it, right? Because
well, maybe not immediately.
Right.
Maybe this is a thing where it's gonna happen. It's just gonna take some time, or
one skeleton at a time. He will rise up.
So here is what I will say, because I feel like that's writing the story too far ahead.
Okay, fair.
I think this is a defy danger roll.
Okay.
Based off a stat of your choice, it feels like wisdom because this is kind of religious, although you can choose whatever you think is most appropriate. If
You'd probably go with charisma.
If you were to succeed on an 11 or 12, I would say that you would be able to find an opening that would allow you to figure out how to put a stop to this.
Okay. Can I roll and then decide if I want to use my major?
Hell no!
Damn it. Okay.
That was such a good reaction.
Hell no!
And I am a firm believer in luck. So let's see what happens.
Right. Oh, you're gonna roll. You're not gonna use your major advantage.
I
mean, it's on you, Bubbaloo.
Oh man.
I even told you what happens if you get an 11 or 12, so I just love watching you be in pain over it. It makes me happy.
You know what? I'm going to take that major advantage.
Okay. So you roll an 11 or 12 on your defy danger.
Okay.
You realize that it is the gem that is holding Captain Bonnie here.
Mm-hmm.
However, there is an out. There's a way to destroy the gem, and she's never seen it. You simply have to sacrifice the gold that's in this room.
That doesn't sound very cool.
You simply have to sacrifice the tether keeping her here. It's a hard choice, right? But you also realize if you don't sacrifice it, there's going to be a giant... If you don't take action quickly, you know that a bone giant is about to form and is going to be really angry.
I want to be incredibly clear here.
Yes.
She has to sacrifice the treasure.
No, the treasure has to be sacrificed.
In other words,
okay.
The gold has to be destroyed.
Look, I was making very sure that we couldn't be like, if you surrender your gold, I can get you out of this, guaranteed 100%. But
if we just take the gold and run, and we have the gold with us, she'd still be tethered here, but we'd have the gold. Is that correct?
She's really good at... She kind of controls the whole island.
That is a fair assumption, given the knowledge that you don't have, because Mad Jack is standing on a gem and you are hiding behind a wall.
I was just asking for personal preference.
Okay. Yeah.
Captain Oakley thinks none of this. She's just like, what the fuck is that guy doing?
Yep.
Okay.
Are you really gonna... Oh.
This is Mad Jack's going to tell us what he wants to tell us. He's going to make the decision he wants to make. It's kind of riding on him right now.
Captain! You're muted, Captain.
Yes.
Do you trust me?
Yes. And
Why do you
ignore
always
the
ask that
hesitation?
question?
Captain Oakley does not hesitate for a second. Immediately, she's like, "Yes, I do."
I always hate it when you say that.
Then believe me when I say I owe you for this. All right, Captain. Legend. I know how to get you out of this. Give up your treasure and you're free.
How are you going to back that up? What are you doing? You're gonna need to convince the angry ghost monster in some way.
Don't believe me? Just take one coin, throw it in the gem.
A single coin rises up, flicks at the gem, and gets eaten by it.
Jack,
Yes,
what does that prove?
2 more coins float up. They hesitate for a moment, and then get flung at the emerald, and are consumed. A pile of coins, and you're in here and you see that there is multiple piles of gems and chests and just gold around this throne made of bone, and it all begins to rise slowly as the bones that had been whipping down the hallway drop to the ground.
Captain Bonnie, what are you doing?
And one by one, at first, coins begin to float into the gem.
Bonnie. Bonnie!
And then more, and then a torrent. And then in front of you is a storm of gold and gems and precious items and gorgeous works of art, all being consumed by the emerald in front of you. Jack, you feel the emerald starting to shake underneath your feet. It cracks as this torrent of just wealth is consumed by it. It cracks again while you're standing on it. And with the final coin, a single piece of silver that was laying next to the throne comes over and is slowly placed into the emerald. It shatters beneath your feet. You come tumbling off onto the pile of bones, and there is this sigh of relief you feel in the cavern around you. And you hear, "Thank you. I go to meet my husband and his fleet. See you soon." And then there is stillness. And not a coin, precious work of art, or gem to be found in this room.
But there's a shattered emerald, right?
It is an inert hunk of black rock.
Wait. Well, that was interesting.
Okay, Mad Jack is going to slowly step down off of it with his hands in front of him, Captain, I need you to hear me out. You said you trusted me.
Do you know how many months of the crew's wages that was? Do you know how...
I know it down to the man, yes, Captain.
Go up to him and I pat him on the shoulder, perhaps a bit too hard.
No, get it out, Captain, absolutely. Hit me if you need to.
No. I'm calm. Obviously, that was the only thing to be done. I am calm. And we are leaving. We are leaving now. We shall go.
Hey, at least we got some new crew members.
Matt. Let's go. She pulls out a flask of grog, which is unusual because you rarely see her drink anything. Just... We're going.
This creates an opportunity, Captain.
Kind of turn to him, raise an eyebrow. Continue.
How many crews know of this plague? Well, not many yet, but they could. They'd bring all sorts of treasure to us. Great encampments, traps. We can have plenty more than what was laying there already, and no ghosts to deal with. Just pure plunder.
I turn to Atero.
I did see some nice places along the island where some decent-sized cannons would fit.
Well, a kind of sly grin kind of grows on her face. What are we waiting for? I believe we have some supplies on the ship that we need to go get.
Aye, Captain.
All right. So you guys head out of the cave, yeah? As you wind your way back through the cave and up out into the jungle, it is still daylight. You find yourselves exactly where you began. Large, open mouth of a cave and a path lying before you. It's relatively easy for you guys to move your way back to the ship, but it takes a little bit of time. And there is about a day's worth of travel, which cuts some time off, facing you. Whenever we go through this sort of thing, we choose one person to be quartermaster, one person to be scout, and one person to be the other thing that I need to look up. Shut up, don't judge me. Uno momento, where's it at? It is...
The thing, you know.
The thing with the stuff over there. I'm this with the side order
the person
dude. Yeah, it's
with the
special
job.
moves. Yeah. Yeah, okay. So one person is the scout, one person is the trailblazer, and one person is the quartermaster. Each of you will roll plus whiz. You choose which one of those three things you want to be as we move through the jungle back to the ship, the Iron Maiden, where awaits your crew in hopes of bringing back with them a great treasure.
Well, quartermaster's pretty obvious. Oh, by the way, did we see the skeletons on the way out?
Yeah, that's a good question.
So you did not see them on your way out of the cave. We're gonna find out, depending on what you guys roll, if you see them on the journey or not.
Okay.
I'll do scout, I guess.
Okay, I'll be trailblazer. Blazing that trail with my wisdom, which
All right.
is not very good.
Blaze.
All right. So let's start with quartermaster.
Yes, please start with quartermaster.
Oh, so what do I...
It's too late because two of you already rolled, and we're taking your rolls.
Oh, okay.
Oh, well, fuck.
You rolled twice. I don't know why.
I'm gonna take the
Wow.
first one. Yeah.
I only see one.
I see one from Captain Winona and 2 from Atero.
And they're all terrible.
They're
Yeah,
awful.
There they are
Mr.
now.
Quartermaster,
Yeah.
give me a roll
Let
plus
me-
whiz.
Come on, Jack. You got this.
Does this mean I
You
get
got
an
this.
XP?
I mean,
Yes, it does mean you both get an
Oh,
XP.
fuck yes.
All right.
Got something.
Someone has to be good at this.
Okay. So, luckily you've got enough rations for how horribly lost you get. You don't even recognize where you are. It takes you like 3 days of hacking through the jungle before you come upon a small temple. Rising up out of the ground made of gray stone. It's a step pyramid with thick moss on the top of it. That is the first sign of civilization you've seen, and that is how horribly lost you are.
I've heard legends of this hidden temple.
On the island with the...
No one? Oh, okay.
Heard legend. There's.
Making a terrible Nickelodeon joke. Alright, fine.
Was that a Temple of Gold reference?
No, it was Legends of the Hidden Temple, the old game show.
Oh no, I've
Oh!
no clue. No.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I got you. Okay.
I entertained
needed,
myself. It's fine.
I needed some reference. I got it. We're good. I understand. And at this point, Winona has been way too distracted with the thoughts of all of that treasure that would have sustained this crew, would saved her so much work. She just can't concentrate on blazing that trail. She's just like, fuck. Any lost gold is like a thorn in her side. She carries that shit with her.
Yeah. Oh, really quick, that I go to see my husband thing, was that out loud to everyone or just to...
Yeah, no, that was out loud.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Just making sure.
Honestly, I really hope she didn't mean soon, and more like her soon. 'Cause kind of already met Death once, and he's not a fun fellow.
What do you mean, he?
I perked up. What did you say?
He's got like tentacles and stuff. It's really weird.
Tentacles. Are you sure you weren't hallucinating?
I mean, quite possibly, but did you also hallucinate me floating in the air?
And doing the weird drippy thing and the exploding skeletons. That was pretty awful.
That was
Yeah, that wasn't me.
That was
Atiro?
unexpected.
How'd you come back?
Oh, you
Good
didn't.
question. For another time.
Did you make a deal with death?
I'm not sure it was a deal, per se.
Did you not hear what the Captain Bonnie said? No, you can't make deals with
No, she said
You
she
know about-
cheated him. And he cheated her. I didn't cheat him at all. He offered it, not me.
Offered what?
To bring me back.
For?
He didn't exactly say.
I go up to him and I slap him over the back of the head. You don't make deals!
Open-ended terms? Is that what you did?
Why would you do that?
Oh, Lord.
Well, it's either that or letting you guys die, so...
At this, I
She's
close my
gonna
mouth.
point it out.
We might have been able to take them.
Sure. You... quite possibly.
Fuck.
We'll see
I
what
whip
happens.
out my one other flask of grog.
Aww.
Right.
All I wanted was some treasure. And I start walking up to the temple. All I wanted was some treasure to help pay for my crew. That's all I wanted. And what did I get? I get no treasure. I get somebody who made a deal with death. I'm just muttering to myself as I'm walking off.
I was just like sitting there shaking her. She's not even going towards the temple at this
respectful
point.
distance. Respectful distance.
And I'm just like, she's not even walking towards the temple at this point. It's over there.
I don't even care. I'm just walking.
Okay, so
I ask for nothing. And I get nothing.
the party takes a moment of ennui, having been traveling through the jungle for 3 days, being grumpy as crap about someone having sacrificed all of their gold, and having stumbled upon a strange temple in the middle of the jungle. You're just walking on? Is that what I'm hearing?
Yep.
Okay.
Wait, we're just gonna ignore the temple?
Eh.
Well, she's going that way. The temple's over there.
Oh,
I mean, if you want to point it out to her.
do you want to go in the temple?
Go in the temple. I don't care. We
Oh.
can go in the temple.
Take that as a yes.
It's up to you guys, man.
We have gotten we.
Welcome to the jungle. We've got some ennui.
Yeah.
We're kind of bummed we lost our gold. Gave it to Emerald. This is not working. I give up.
Gave it
That's not so much.
Okay, yeah.
for
all right.
the queen soul.
This is for the queenie. Yeah, something. Okay, we all give up. Sweet. All right. So yes, in front of you, large vine-covered. Wow, that was an amazing segue. Thank you,
Do it for
guys.
the vine.
We do it for the vine. A vine and moss-covered temple, probably four large step pyramid stories tall. Beak.
I start walking up the stairs.
Yeah, there are essentially stairs on either side of it. And we... Sorry, I've got... The whole Mercer thing just got me totally thrown for a loop. So I kept it together for
Also,
another hour after that, so it's pretty exciting.
Stream
But
kitty, hi little
hello,
kitty.
Stream Kitty!
You're
Oh,
He's
you're the
adorable.
cutest!
Who's a good kitty? It's you.
I don't know
Yes,
if
you're
you're
a good.
purring or not.
Okay, right, temple. As you get up to the top of it, you walk up the steps. This has been here forever. And you find an altar up there. Up on the top floor, there's actually 4 stone pillars and a stone roof open to the air with a human-sized slab on the center of it. It's got these grooves coming out of either side and falling into the temple itself.
Okay. I'm guessing we're going up. At least for shelter. I'm assuming since we're lost, we at least need to find some shelter for the night. I feel like this is as good as anything.
Might as well.
Sounds good, Captain.
We head up to the top of the temple.
You could probably use a bit of rest and recovery. And who knows, maybe they stored some supplies in this temple. They were here for 100-some-odd years.
Sure.
So you guys head up?
Yes.
Okay, so as you guys make your way to the top, that is what you find. You find what looks to be an altar. It's blank-sided black stone with grooves cut into the side of it. It's got kind of a dip in the center. It looks like you could lay out a full-sized human body on it. And anything beyond that, we'd need to discern some realities.
Can I instead spout some lore to see if I know anything about like human sacrifices or temples or?
Hey, I didn't say anything about human sacrifice.
You said it was just big enough to say.
But so
put
is
a
a
human on
bed.
it.
So is a bed. Okay.
Second background stream kitty behind Throg.
All right. So, oh yeah, we are Team Kitty in this house. I have 2 cats. With rolling a 9, I can tell you something interesting. You have to tell me how it's useful.
Okay.
Yeah. So, it's up to you to make it useful. But then I get to ask you
Yeah.
how you know that, right?
Oh, no.
So, yeah, it's totally used for human sacrifice. And those things on the side are where the blood drain off, and you see that they go into these holes on the side, and the front and the back of the black obsidian altar.
Yep, definitely for human sacrifice. I don't know what the holes are though.
Yeah, but how do you know this? How do you know anything about human sacrifice and ancient temples lost in a jungle? How did you come by this information?
Honey, I'm a pirate captain. Any kind of old temples or any kind of old civilizations that may have left large amounts of gold, or any kind of sacrifice systems where people sacrificed valuable things to some gods that could deal with gold. Your girl knows about it. Winona knows about it.
Your girl knows.
Winona knows.
Winona knows. Winona knows.
I know.
When you point out the holes, I'm like, the blood goes in there and it activates a mechanism.
Oh, that's
I'm
interesting.
not sure we want. That's a lot of blood, though. I don't think any of us can do that.
I mean, let's not try.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Let's.
Okay. Saying it'd be interesting to see what mechanism.
Well, there's no real difference between blood and water. So maybe if we dump enough water down, it'd work.
I feel like there's a slight difference between blood and water.
We'll
I mean,
see.
weight-wise is a good point. Although, I'm sure our crew has captured what was left of the Rosebud's crew by now.
I don't exactly condone sacrifice because we.
But what? Atira, what if they captured Rose? What if she came begging for her life? For her pale, insignificant bitch life, and she's just looking for an out. Atiro, we would have to give her that mercy. And what better way to lead her out of this world than for her to be sacrificed for the good of us? I would not deny her that.
That's a good point, Captain. I like it.
My eyes get a really crazy twinkle in them.
Captain, highly unlikely in the first place that she even survived because that was a massive explosion.
Dare ruin my dreams.
And second of all, do you really want to sacrifice her? She's so skinny, she probably wouldn't provide enough blood to do anything.
Yeah, the first mate too.
We could have them both. Totally.
It'll just be a big
Well,
we'd have to
It'll
find
just be a
the
big blood
ship
party.
first
I mean,
one.
that's
That's
Can we
fine.
try the water first?
Ruin all my fun. Fine.
When was I the sensible one in this group as I walk out to try and get water?
I was being sensible. I'm your captain. She very rarely gets to kind of let loose or be sassy because she's always kind of So being with just the two of you, you're seeing a side of Captain Oakley that is rarely seen.
This is amazing, guys. You are terrifying me. Let's just capture the other captain and sacrifice her for her blood to find out what's in this temple. Was not where I was expecting this conversation to go.
It makes so much sense.
it does.
I love it. This is why I love gaming. This is true emergent gameplay, and I am waiting for you guys to tell me what happens next.
Yeah, exactly. The sensible one who made an open-ended deal with death.
That's why I said, why am I the
Yeah.
sensible one in this situation?
It's because my plan is a sensible solution, but we'll use the water. We'll see how that works.
Yes, and I gather water and start dumping it into the holes.
Nothing happens when you dump it into the holes.
I don't think you need to dump it into the holes.
Yeah, put it on the slab there. See if that does anything.
Okay, put it on the top.
Okay. You pour water. How much water are you wasting in the middle of the jungle without a source of water nearby?
I was assuming that I'd gone to look for
Well,
one.
that's a terrible assumption at the moment.
Yeah, that was kind of terrible. Quite a bit of water, apparently.
Well, no,
Before you do that,
Mm-mm. I say no to that. You're not wasting our water that we need to survive.
apparently we'd probably need to be putting something in around, I don't know, 1.2 to 1.5 gallons. On a scale of adult human body that I just...
My quartermaster speaks for me. Make it so.
But we don't have that much water, or we'll probably dehydrate. At this point. So I like your idea of going and finding the other captain.
Let's go find Rose.
Hey, let's go get Rose.
I'm guessing we're spending the night.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Water on the slab.
So I'm gonna need you guys to tack off 2 rations from your 3-day journey each.
Okay.
Oh dear.
I have 1.
One left.
Yeah.
Or you only have 1.
I had 2, so I'm out now.
Yeah, I no longer have rations either. I ate them all.
Okay. After
Yeah.
this journey? After you got here or before you got here?
No, so I got here, had 2 rations. Apparently I ate the 2 rations.
Okay, yeah. We didn't do that at the end of the thing because we went right into the roleplay, which is fine with me, but you now are faced with a journey to find your boat
Yes.
in order to go then. I would imagine your touchstone is go find the boat, from there, resupply, go find Rose. That is what I was guessing.
Yes.
Okay. So
Well, we had our people, like, collecting the ones that were floating out. So
Yeah.
hopefully she's there.
Yeah.
Yes.
All
Yes.
So, I'm gonna need another explore,
Oh,
which is, or undertake a perilous journey through hostile territory. Indeed.
I
So,
have a compass. Does that help at all?
you know what? I'll give you a +1. I'll give you a +1 on the next roll. Had you told me that
Yeah.
before, I would have given you a +1 on the last roll. Yeah, give me a +1 with the compass.
I display a compass.
Nicely displayed.
Just so you guys know.
Yeah.
Hey, look, everybody. I have a compass. You see?
I got a charge. I got a charge.
Okay. So, who's going to be my quartermaster? Who's going to be my trailblazer, who will reduce the amount of time it takes to get where you're going? And who will be the scout, who will spot any trouble quick enough to let you get the drop on it?
Who has the highest wisdom? Or are we all even?
I'm just doing my thing with the quarterback.
I'm -1, so.
Quartermastered. Oh, hell.
Hey, you're okay. I still
Get
appreciate you.
experience.
I'll trailblaze.
Maybe.
this
I don't
time.
know. I don't know if I can.
Okay, you're gonna trailblaze.
Oh god.
I'll get the drop on. A little bit better.
Holy cow! I think we're screwed.
All right, who
We're
was
gonna starve.
A what?
Who was trailblazing?
Me. What random place do we end up this time?
I need to see what happens when you run out of food.
Oh, no.
We
We
starve.
all
we
die.
Yeah, I would imagine there is some form of starving involved in it, but I'm not really sure what that means yet. Because I didn't expect you guys to do so horribly twice in a row as you got lost on a small island, mind you. A small island in the middle of the ocean. Okay.
It's not good at navigating.
So again,
On the
because this is a 3-shot, here is what happens. You find your way to the other side of the island. So at least you have found water, and knowing that you have, you're able to start walking around the island until you see your ship. This takes 4 days. Every one of those 4 days that you don't have rations, you are taking an ongoing -1 forward. So if you had 0 rations, by the time you get to the ship, you're at -4 forward, which means all of your rolls until you recover are at -4.
I don't like this.
Oh boy.
As you
I don't
come,
like this.
you
I want to
finally,
test if this works.
after 10 days, wandering the jungle, slogging through. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like, you're not gonna die, and I'm not gonna kill you in the middle of a short story, because then there wouldn't be a short story. But I am gonna make you feel it.
And you all just die in the middle of the desert. Or the jungle.
Yeah. You all starve to death. The end. Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun.
Wow. Finally, within sight ahead of you is your ship. Ragged, your clothes destroyed from rain and climbing over horrible rocks, moving through the jungle, because you were actually able to avoid any threats along the way, avoiding the native and very angry fauna, which includes monkeys and tiger and lions and stuff like that, like
You're welcome.
like jungle cats and jungle bears, polar bears, weirdly. There's a hatch somewhere on the island, and you do finally make your way back to the ship, starving, thirsty, hair-tousled, and dirty. Exhausted to the brink of collapse. You make your way up onto the ship, and the crew looks at you expectantly.
Fuck.
What did you find, Captain? We're glad you're back.
Pull out the compass.
I put down his arm. I kind of stand up to the crew and I look them all in the eye. I'll be honest with you all, because that's what you deserve. We expected to find much more than we did. What we found were a bunch of ghosts, unsettled spirits, skeletons, but nothing useful that we could take back for ourselves.
You see, like, as a unit, the crew's face goes from expectant, ooh, look, we're gonna go be able to get some treasure out of the thing and cart it back to the boat, to... and kind of dark and sullen.
I understand. However, while on our way back, we did find a temple. A temple that looked like was in a use for a sort of sacrifice. It had some odd contraptions that we weren't quite sure what the use was. However, just to be safe, I want to go back, see if there's anything to gain from this temple, because if there is, I would rather not leave here empty-handed.
Make a parlay roll.
Yes, sir.
Mad Jack would like to aid that.
Aid that
by
roll.
plopping down the small chest that they found as well, being like, not that we're entirely empty-handed, mind.
Okay, so make it, so you're at -2 on this roll, and go ahead and make your aid roll.
Okay.
You weren't supposed to do that yet.
Oh.
Shit, sorry.
Abby, I said make the aid roll.
Okay.
All right, so you're gonna take a +1 on your parlay, which brings you up to 7.
I was rolling at -1.
Which takes you back down to... hang on.
You want to just redo it all together?
2d6 plus 1. Yeah, just redo it all together. So you're going to be at... you roll again, and roll at -1.
Okay. I'm rolling -1 forward, or just -1?
Just -1.
Okay. So whatever I roll, it's going to be a -1.
Yeah. Well, you critted, which isn't a thing, but you got a 12, and they
God
look...
bless
right, they're like...
the Sea
like,
Queen.
Right, there's more treasure. Just because it wasn't there doesn't mean it's not here. Right, we'll get this done. I believe this is just a taste. Yeah, and this is what you hear going on in, like, the crew.
I hold my hands up, and I say, I respect all of you, and I give you the truth as I expect you to give me the truth, and I give you respect as I expect you to give me respect. I'm not guaranteeing anything. However, we've been here a while. I feel it would be a shame to go away without having searched every cranny and every corner of this island. However, let's see. Do you remember the rosebud incident we had earlier? Let's see. Did any of you capture any of the crew?
Yes,
As they were.
They're
Take me
down
to
in the
them.
Orlop deck. Yeah. All right. Well, you don't want to go down there, Mum. We can bring them up.
I'll go down.
All right. And one of the essentially crew
Okay,
sergeants takes you down onto the main deck, and then down below the main deck into the storage deck, and then down below that into the Orlop deck. I don't remember what the middle deck is called. I don't know. It's late or something. I normally know these things, but it takes you all the way down to the bottom of the boat, which is called the Orlop, and that's where all of the like bilge water builds up, and there's like
so bad. Oh, God.
all the extra rope is down there. That they keep all the rigging and stuff like that, and it smells to high heaven. And there are 4 crew members down there, none of which are the captain, but there are 4 crew members tied to posts.
Can Madjack get an idea if any of them are like part of the officer team? Just by what they're wearing or anything?
I mean, one of them is wearing a nicer jacket, yeah. And they just kind of look up at what?
What's your position? At the one at the nicer clothing.
I was the gunner, the master gunner.
Oh, a man we can talk to then, if you're in the mood.
What do you want?
Really? Is that any way to thank the people that are keeping you alive at the moment?
I've been down here for 4 days with no food and no water. What do you want?
Fix that.
Or I guess 10 days with no food and no water. And I guess they would have been given... Wait a minute. Fiction tells me that they would probably have passed out at that point. So they're with crappy food and crappy water for the last 10 days.
I was about to say, I don't think
That
I
makes
would
more sense.
starve my people if I were keeping them.
Yeah.
I'd either kill them or I'm keeping them alive for some reason.
Right.
Look, our captain would be willing to strike a deal with you. But you have to be able to give us something in return.
What's that?
Do you know what happened to your captain?
No, I was picked up right after we sank.
Can I tell if he's telling me the truth?
You can discern realities.
Yeah.
What's your question?
What here is not what it appears to be.
So, one of the other dudes has the breeding of a noble. And...
Sorry.
No. You look at his hands, and even after 10 days, they look nicer than most of the other people's here. This is someone obviously important who's hiding, trying to pretend not to be important.
I mean, Master Gunner, I understand you've been here a long time, and I'm sure the rest of your crew is very loyal down here, aren't they?
2 of them kind of lull their heads.
Loyal to... Oh, what was her name? Captain Rose.
Who's left you down here 10 days without even so much as a word or attempt to get you? And what about you, my lad? Pointing at the noble.
What do you want?
Oh, that's a fine voice to match the fine hands that barely do a day's work in their life. Get him out here.
What's wrong with that?
Like commanding the other, like our crew.
Oh,
Get him out here. Yeah.
Oh, okay, so 2 of the crew go over, cut the rope, pull them up. and bring him where?
In front of us.
And kind of hold him in front of you, and his head's kind of lolling a little bit, and his arms are kind of loose. And he...
And I'm going to give him like a full pat down.
I was about to say, I immediately take his hand and kind of see what Jack is talking about. I narrow my eyes. You are not what you appear.
Looking back at the other 3 crewmen, did you know he was hiding here with you?
They all kind of shiftily look at each other.
Oh, but you did. Now here's the next big question. Which of you is ready to die for him?
They all kind of shiftily look at each other.
I kind of pull out my rapier and I actually pull out a dagger and I start kind of... As captain of the ship, I understand the importance of crew supporting each other and perhaps in some unwelcome environments hiding secrets for each other. I kind of I point to a random crewman who looks like he's kind of... I think I'll start with you. Tell me what you know about this man, and I won't start carving your neck.
After all, down here, you're rich men right now.
Did you know?
What do you want to know?
Did you know that a nobleman was in your midst?
I didn't know he was noble. I didn't know. I just knew he was fancy. I don't know the difference.
Okay. Let's calm down a moment here, my lad.
Okay.
Let me explain something to you. Right now, you have the opportunity to be a rich man.
How? I like money. That's why I joined a pirate crew. I don't want to die with being down here for 10 days with drinking bilge water and eating
incredibly valuable currency in your hands.
Yeah.
The currency of information.
Okay.
Now, this currency has an expiration, looking at the others. For the first person to spend it is the only one that gets benefit from it. So, who's ready to spend?
The gunner's mate looks at the other two, and you say anything, you'll die. And then the dude in front of you goes,
As soon as he says this and the guy, I go up and I slit the guy's, not the gunner's, one of the other guys, I slit his throat.
But no, the gunner was the one telling him not to do it.
Yeah, I know. But he's still not saying anything, right?
Well, no, the gunner was the one threatening them. So
yeah, I go and I slit the gunner's throat then. I slit the gunner's throat.
He hired the ship. He hired the ship. He hired the ship. He hired the ship.
My dears. And I put the dagger away and I grasp. Shh, it's okay. You're okay.
What's it?
No, you told the truth. You did very, very well.
You know what, lads? Get this man some good food. Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay. I like food. He looks over at the gunner's mate. Okay.
It's okay. It's okay.
This is what I said. You spent your currency well, and now you're going to get rewarded for it. What else you got?
At this point, I leave Jack to this guy, and I turn towards the nobleman.
Yeah.
So you hired the ship?
What if I did?
I don't know the specifics. I'm sure in your travels you know what a fine Captain Rose is.
Or was, depending.
She had a certain reputation for efficiency.
I think that laugh would go through the crew. Anyone nearby.
Efficiency. That's what you call it. Oh, that's very nice. I'm not sure if you know. Actually, no. I'm not quite sure why you hired this ship. The point is that you hired a ship whose captain is frankly, not in my good graces. I'm the captain of this ship. You can either tell me information, or we have no use for you.
You see, rich boy, right now you're poor, but you could be rich again.
I heard
the whole
your
currency
speech.
thing. Are you smart enough to spend?
I don't know what you want me to tell you. I don't know where that captain is. She went down with the ship as far as I know.
Tell us all about you. Tell us about yourself. Why? Why her?
I'm a treasure hunter.
A treasure hunter. Let me guess. Were you hunting the treasure of the Queen Pirate Bonnie?
Same reason you were here, yeah?
Oh, honey, I am so sorry to tell you, but that treasure is long gone. We took care of that quite efficiently.
That's a pity. Perhaps I can hire you to take me back to port then.
Now I like this gentleman right here.
Just need to make it back to St. Octavia in one piece. And there I can speak with my bank and get you paid.
What I'm curious is why you chose to not only hire out this ship, but to join its crew and pretend as if you were just a regular crewmate. That seems like a lot of energy, a lot of time, and a lot of pain on you, Rich Boy's part, for just making sure that a task
Oh, I didn't join the crew. I lived in luxury on this ship. I took these clothes off a dead crew member when I was in the water.
I'm discerning reality because I'm calling bullshit.
Seems
I
legit.
can't tell.
Seems legit.
Well,
Yep.
Mad Jack will, on the other hand, make that attempt as well.
Seems
Oh,
legit.
dear.
Seems legit. Seems legit to
Zero help!
you. Yep. Seems legit.
That's zero.
No,
Jiro's not
we can't
interested
all
in
make
this
the
dude.
roll.
Okay.
That's like, just keep trying until somebody gets it right, and that's no
it's
longer...
never gonna go.
Yeah.
We'll keep you alive, perhaps, till we get to port. Whether we let you go to your banker, he might accompany you. I'm not quite sure. I feel like I should really
Get to know
think
him a
of
little bit
this.
better, Captain.
I've been walking for many days. I'm hungry and I'm tired, and I need some time to contemplate. We can even wait perhaps till we port and leave the island. I hope that you will find your accommodations here quite hospitable. Sir, I'm sorry, I didn't get your name.
Yeah, let me grab it real quick. Surely there's some way I can make my way. I am Lord Ralph Padley.
Hadley. All right, Ralph. I'm sorry. Lord Ralph.
I'm sure
What are
there's
you good
some accommodation we can make so that I don't have to be stuck down here with a body and one of the crew.
Do you know anything about manning a ship? Do you know anything about... Because your hands say otherwise. Your hands say that you haven't done a good day's work in your life. And not that I have a specific discrimination against those who have money. However, I doubt you would be much use to me and my crew.
I'm a knowledgeable navigator.
Oh,
I can
trust me,
chart
we
by
have...
the stars.
Well, here's what I think the captain's getting at the moment. We have nothing to go on currently but your word that you're a nobleman. Although the hands do, say quite a bit.
You made the insinuation, not I.
Oh, well, if it's just an insinuation, we can just leave you down here, no problem.
I'm saying I
Sounds good.
believe I am a lord. You're the ones who jumped to that conclusion, and now you suddenly don't believe it?
Indeed,
bad
we do
bargaining
jump to
position.
conclusions quite often. We're pirates. Of course, we don't have those smart minds because we just pillage and just sail on ships all
You're
day,
right.
of course.
He's right. I guess we should just leave him back down
Yes,
here.
it
Our
does seem
mistake.
like a good idea.
Sorry, our mistake.
Are bad. We'll come and we'll see you perhaps a couple of times. No, not even a couple of times. We'll
Yeah,
see you when
perhaps.
we dock. How about that?
If you have any other information you'd like to volunteer, let the other crewmen know. As for you, lad, the actually helpful one, you come with us.
Yes,
Okay.
please. You have been very helpful, and I grin very wide. I'm like, now
Okay.
tell me about your experience as a pirate. Does that kind of lead him out and try to get him like a small position on the ship? Because Lord knows.
As they walk out of the brig.
Yep.
Walk up
Oh,
and,
yes,
like,
nice.
I think I figured out a way to rig an explosive to blow that top off.
Wait, what?
Temple.
Oh, the temple?
Oh.
I think I can figure a way to explode the top off. Might take a bit, but we have enough gunpowder.
I'm sure we do. Wait,
It'll take me a few tries to get a proper prototype working, but should
I
be
get all
doable.
3 of you together. There's a nobleman who's not really giving us much information about what he hired the ship besides treasure. I find that if he doesn't give us more information, we could just take him with us and just let us throw on the altar. I feel like that's a very good...
Nobleman? What nobleman?
Oh, so, you know the Rosebud?
Yeah.
Apparently, the person who hired out the Rosebud had been harboring some kind of lord of Ralph Padley, who refuses to give us information. Besides, he wanted the treasure, and now he wants back to port. I feel like there's more to that story.
Could I use a spout lore to see if I know this dude?
Yeah, do it up.
Yes! Good idea!
Yes.
Yes.
And what is the negative I have on this?
4.
Can we rest up before we have this conversation?
Great idea.
You could do that.
Yeah, I don't know.
You don't know nothing. Yeah, you're
Yeah,
like,
just-
you're too tired to think. All that torture and walking through the jungle and, yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, I don't recognize him. Is he a noble from the Dragons? The Dragon Chain Islands or the Empire dudes? Because depending on which one he is, we can always sell him to the other. They usually pay quite a bit for that.
I'm assuming the Empire. He seems like an Empire Lord.
Well,
I say let's sleep on it. Something
Yeah,
tells
probably a
me
good
I've
idea.
heard this name before. I'll sleep on it first.
We're gonna recover. We're gonna eat some food. We're going to. Also, I would like to use one of my abilities, which is
Yeah.
break out the rum, demon water, kill devil, or whatever you want to call it. You can caress without spending 100 coins.
Yes.
So, in addition, I can take a +1 forward, but if you do things always and following morning, take 1 plus forward. Okay.
So you're gonna have a drink up.
Want to have a drink up with my crew.
All right. So you'd be spending so here's how carouse works. You're holding a party,
Yes.
essentially, and you will be
Yes.
rolling 2d6.
Okay.
You start by spending 100 coins, which you don't need to spend, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
Yep.
you get a +1 for each additional 100 coins you spend.
Okay.
Jesus.
And this is the carouse action.
Yes.
it is
So this is mostly to, one, get the crew in better spirits. I realized that they were expecting lots of gold, and I did not deliver on that.
No. And so you're gonna waste it on a
Loyalty.
big party.
Mm-hmm. Loyalty is very big for me, so I'm trying to, we're such a great crew. Look at me. We get parties. Fuck yeah.
Hey.
And then... so what do I roll then?
2d6 plus you choose how much additional money you want to essentially waste, or not waste, but spend on carousing. Essentially, the way this will work in terms of narrative, it's how much of the rum and rations are you breaking out that will have to be replaced when you,
Gotcha.
after your largesse, when you get back to port.
Well, let me see real quick, and we shall talk about it. I don't even think that I've got that much.
could just spend the not 100, right?
Yeah, you can spend the neg 100.
Yeah.
I was about to say, let's just spend the not 100, so that way we're safe and I get the crew. Because that's my biggest, at that point, that's the captain's biggest concern.
Yes. So go ahead and roll me 2d6 plus nothing.
2d6 plus nada.
Nothing.
9. All right. So you can either A, befriend a useful NPC, hear rumors of an opportunity, or gain useful information, or not become entangled, ensorcelled, or tricked.
NPC, I'm going to try to get close to the other kid who came from Rose's ship.
Okay.
Gonna try to get information on both the captain and what they were hired to do at the island of the nobleman.
They were hired to follow you.
Just to follow us.
There was a rumor that you found a big old treasure map to something important, and the noble hired the crew to follow you.
Oh, he's so gonna die.
And apparently, Captain Rose got out of hand, and instead of just following you, attempted to sink you. The noble wanted to attempt to beat you to the treasure on the island. She wanted to try and sink your ship. He seemed to think that it would be bad to murder a crew of people even if they were pirates. She didn't care so much. And so they got in an argument, and in the end, she's the captain of the ship. And then...
This boy, this crewmate who's now a part of my crew,
yes.
You're a good boy. Good boy.
Thank you.
Treat you well.
I like to be a good boy. His name is Garrison.
Garrison?
And he's
Garrison.
just slightly drunk.
Yep.
Garrison.
His nickname on his old ship was Slick.
Slick. Did you like that nickname? I don't want to call
It's
you.
fine. It was given to me, so I keep it.
All right, Slick. You have given us very useful information. Therefore, you have. I turned to Jack. What did you call it? The information. Currency. You have much currency now.
Excellent. Yay.
You spent it well, young lad.
You are so smart. Would you like a place on my crew?
Yes, very much so.
I give him kind of the layout, but then I turn to him. Things may have been different on Rose's ship, on the Rosebud. Here, above everything, we respect loyalty and the truth. So far, you have done very, very well telling me the truth and giving me information. And for that, I am inviting you to my crew. However, the one thing that I expect on top of the truth is loyalty.
Of course.
Do you understand?
Yes.
So if you're being tortured, somebody asks you what your captain's name is.
Yours? Forgebreaker with a 9-person raid. What's going on? Thank you so much, guys. You are amazing, and we love you. We are just about at the end of our... We've got about 15 to 20 minutes left of our Dungeon World game tonight, where our pirates are recovering from a poor expedition onto a jungle island in which they got chased by lots of crazy stuff, and are talking about loyalty to a new crew member.
Yes. No, you would keep your loyalty to me.
Exactly, by redirecting the information to something less harmful to us.
But don't you want to be famous? I thought pirates wanted to be famous, and therefore if someone asked who my captain was, I'd proudly tell them it was... you?
Yes, if you're in a port, things like that. But let me give you a piece of advice. Let's say you're being tortured, which we don't want to happen, obviously. We've seen the results of that. The best thing you can do is spend some currency that you don't actually have. So you tell them, they're over on the cove. Like, give them a piece of the truth wrapped in a lie.
You see... Ooh.
Oh my god, Forgebreaker! What did you just do? How? Oh my god! What? Oh my god! Gifted 5 tier 1 subs. Fortune-Poo, you are the best! What are you doing?
What?
Five tier 1 subs. What? And then another tier 1 sub. What are you doing? I love you so hard. Oh, you're the best. And I just that's so nice. Why are you so nice? Oh my God! Stop it! Oh my God! Stop it! Today's too good. Today's too good. Oh my God. Okay. All right. I'm coming back. We're coming back in. We're coming back in. We're coming back in. We're coming back in. Okay. And we're good. Let's do this thing.
Here. We're here. See, yes, exactly. The truth and loyalty are valuable, but only to me now. Do you understand? You are part of this crew. This is your family now. We care about you and you care about us in return.
Yes. Yes, I do.
To everybody else, you can lie. You can betray loyalties. To us, that is what matters. Do you understand?
If someone asks, don't say your name. If I'm being interrogated, but otherwise it's totally fine.
Yeah.
We'll get you up to speed. We'll get you up to speed.
Okay.
I'll take you under me wing, lad. Let me explain to you how things can go around here.
Yeah.
And Mad Jack is gonna educate the kid on, advanced duplicity.
Okay.
So while we're all healing or whatever, first I feel like I know it's all good. We're fine. We're all fine here. Nothing. Yeah. Before I say more words, Atira, do you want to do anything specific before we go back to the temple?
Well, I don't know how I do this, but I would like to. I don't know how I do this in game terms, but I'm experimenting with the gunpowder to try and see if I can make basically a shaped charge to blow the top off.
Interesting. Okay. So I would have you roll. I would just make you roll plus intelligence.
Yeah.
Yeah. I won't make that. It's not a specific move. Just make a roll plus intelligence.
Okay.
You guys will also need 3 days of rest to remove the exhausted and starving conditions.
Yeah, I'm assuming we would do that, and I would experiment after we've rested a bit.
Yeah.
And I'm not like...
You can experiment during that rest period, you just can't do anything strenuous.
Okay.
Do you guys have anything? So, Atera, you're gonna be... Did you just roll me a plus int there? Oh, no. So go ahead and roll me your plus int.
13.
13. Yeah, you actually realize if you take one of the cannonballs, right, and you're able to kind of core it out, and you create a cone on the inside of it and pack that full of gunpowder, whip a fuse off of it, when it explodes, it's going to explode down into the into whatever you want. So if you put 4 of those on the 4 corners, wrap them all up with fuse, there's gonna be a lot of shrapnel, but you think you're gonna be able to blow the top off of it. It's gonna be really dangerous, but it's quick and dirty and might work.
Dangerous? Who cares about that? Certainly not a Tiro.
Certainly not a Tiro.
You don't even understand how many fingers I've blown off. This is what healing magic is for. Awesome. Anybody else have anything they want to accomplish over those 3 days?
Oh, go ahead.
Captain first.
Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate it. I want to go down to this.
Dakota Vega, thank you for the subscription. Holy crap.
Thank you.
Jeez, everybody's just being so awesome tonight.
This is the best.
Thank you, guys. I really appreciate it.
I got a job done. I got
Guess what's inside it?
So, the Lord Rolf Padley, who is currently tried to follow us, didn't want to kill us, but was following us for the treasure.
Yes.
Go down.
You're gonna go down and talk to him. All right.
Yep.
Excellent. He is laying down in the muck of the Orlop deck, tied to some very large ropes. Sitting there looking uncomfortable, wet, and gross. And tired.
Huh.
Captain?
Lord Padley. So I heard that you were hired this ship to follow us.
Yes.
Well, now that you know what a complete imbecile Rose is as a captain.
She took 3 ships on the way here. She didn't seem too bad till she ran into you.
Well, it just shows you those 3 ships must have been even worse. You see, when you come after me and my crew, whether we're hunting a treasure or not, you will most decidedly fail because the people who I entrust to my ship, people who are in my crew, I respect them and I trust them. And in turn, they respect me and they trust me.
Miss, I understand your need to gloat. But you already have me.
It's true.
I am tied in your deck. What, are you coming here just to torture me with gloating?
I'm giving you one chance. Why should I spare you and let you go once we dock back towards wherever you're from?
Because I am incredibly rich.
However, if you're incredibly rich, what need would you have to follow me to get whatever treasures on this island? That doesn't seem very logical.
Why does one garden when there's a market down the street?
However,
why does
you
one
probably
paint
had
when there's
to...
an art museum down the road? For the love of it. Because it is what one loves to do, and I explore. I find ancient places. I enjoy it.
You enjoy it. So you're not really in this for the treasure, you're in this for the experience of going to an ancient place and exploring.
And then writing about it. And if there's treasure involved, that's also excellent. Yes.
You might do for a good substitute. Yes, if you're so interested in ancient places and exploring, I believe you might come with us when we go out and explore the rest of the island. You could be of use to us yet. Who knows?
I believe I would need some time to rest first. And food, but I would like to go see the island.
Get him one of the, I guess, regular quarters. Have a constant surveillance on him. Give him one decent meal. And he heads out with us in a fortnight.
Okay.
That's
How
2
long is that?
weeks.
That's 2 weeks?
Yeah.
That is
No, never mind. Not a fortnight. Ignore me because I know what I'm talking about. Let's do,
On the morrow, maybe.
yeah, on the morrow or the day after.
He'll need 3 days of recovery time if you want him to
Same stuff.
be healthy when he comes with you. Yeah.
We'll give him 2.
Okay.
He'll be moderately healthy for
Healthish. Yeah. Okay.
2 days.
And then Mad Jack.
So, does the captain share the information that she just got with Mad Jack about that whole
Yes.
conversation?
Yes.
Fantastic. He wants to, like, if the crew hasn't already been doing this, making sure to salvage the Rosebud, which they better have been already.
For sure. No, they weren't given orders to. They were given orders to protect the ship and take up any captives they found from the wreck. So they have not actually gone and salvaged it.
Sigh. Well, then he's going to lead that whole process.
That is not resting.
He's going to direct it.
From a sun chair on the deck. Yeah.
Yes. I'm just imagining you with like sunglasses and a cocktail with an umbrella. Like, no, you do this. Go, yes.
More or less.
Sounds good.
Where are they at? Doop, 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 doop. Okay, so, nope, that's not it. Nope. No, where's it at? Where'd it go? The loot thing. Where's the loot thing?
I don't know.
Where's the loot?
Does it count as a monster?
It does count as a monster. It does.
Hex. Yes.
Luchasaurus!
The ship is a mimic!
The ship is a mimic! Yeah, I don't know why. Loot. Treasure. Hang on. Oh, book. Book, why are you not as logical as you need to be? Treasure. 226. It's a goddamn special move. It should be in with the special moves. I'm just saying. It's got its own
While
little,
he's
like...
looking,
here we go.
Mitchosaurus, yo, thank you for subscribing. We appreciate you. You are lovely. Everybody in chat, you are lovely and beautiful people. And just thank you.
Unity plus 1 plus
We got
1d4.
some awesome people in here today.
Yeah.
No, this channel has some
Absolutely all
really
of
good
you.
people. Mhm.
All of you are amazing, wonderful people, and seriously, thank you for being here and watching us.
Stop
Being
it. You're going to
part
make
of
me
our group.
emotional.
We love you.
Watch our ridiculousness.
All right, so here's what I want. Whoever, actually, Mad Jack, go ahead and roll me 1d8 plus 2d4 plus 2.
1d8 plus 2d4. Roll it all at once?
Yeah.
Plus 2? You said?
Yep.
11.
All right.
This row goes to 11.
Roll 2d4 times 100. You find 400 gold in there.
Excellent.
Essentially, a lot of the store that was being held in there, like there was some food, there was some nicer stuff, but it's all been so waterlogged by this point. The thing you essentially find is the money they had taken, which was 400 coin.
All right. Definitely going to be, making a big show of the crew seeing that being brought up.
Mm-hmm.
See? Sometimes the treasure comes right to us. Lay that groundwork for later.
All right. On the morning of the 4th day, as you all finally feel rested after an incredible slog through the jungle, you hear from the crow's nest, Captain! Captain! Captain!
Yes.
Captain!
Go on.
Captain! Fleet to the windward! Whole fleet! Just a big fleet!
Fleet.
And that's where we're gonna end it for the night.
Shit. They came for that fucking nobleman? The fruity two shoes. What is it, Ralph? Lord Ralph? Oh, he's still getting sacrificed.
All right, and with that, we will figure out if you guys leveled up at all. Because I forgot to do that last week, I think, right?
I think you did, but it's all good, whatever.
I did. So we go to look at moves. Here we go. And then there is a level up move, because why not just call it level up? Let's have it be a move. All right.
It's gotta be a move, duh.
All right. To level up, you need to get XP equal to your current level plus 7. So you need 8 XP. Anybody get 8 XP?
No.
I'm at 6.
I'm at 2.
So close! Okay. So then, with that, let's go around and have
I've been counting all of them, though.
Let's have a little reflection on the night from everyone before we close out for the evening. First of all, what the crap, everyone? Thank you so much, Forgebreaker, for the huge raid and like the 6 subs. That's crazy. And then Mitchosaurus with a sub, and Dakota Vega with a sub, and I think somebody else subbed too. Maybe, I don't know.
There was a lot of subs.
There was
like
a number.
lot of
There was an integer of subs. There was a number above 1 of subs, and that is amazing. And we love you for the support. Forge, you are awesome, and I love you on the pants parts. But yeah, that's my big thing, and I had fun playing with you guys tonight. You guys really helped drive the story and created a lot of the story moments, possibly without even knowing that you were kind of dictating the flow of the story, which is one of the things I love about Dungeon World, is I come in with like a couple of ideas and a whole lot of blanks. And I just take what you guys give me and turn it into what we're doing. And so I had a lot. You guys were great with that, just kind of continuously feeding ideas and thoughts and roleplay and all of the stuff that helps me kind of improvise the story as we're going forward. It has an obvious beginning, middle, and end, and we've just hit the middle. And so it's going somewhere, but I'm not sure how we get to that last point yet until you guys tell me how it happens. And so I had huge fun tonight, and I hope you guys did too. So let's go around and get feedback from everyone, get thoughts, and do shout-outs for yourself. We'll start with Mr. Captain J. Cross.
Hey everybody, I am Captain J. Cross on the Twitter, so at Captain J. Cross. Also mostly known as Capjack here and on the Discord. So yeah, this was awesome. And oh, you killed it. Oh, I know killing the treasure was possibly the right idea, but I'm sad.
You did such a good job with that interaction too. Like, do you trust me? And I was like, yes, I do.
It's like, oh no. I'm so glad, because you probably could have stabbed me after that. It would have been like, no, I get this.
No.
I deserve this. But yeah, no, that was a lot of fun. Now we have an interesting thing to deal with a fleet. So yeah.
Shit.
That's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
As far as shoutouts go, again, I am Capjack, so you can find me on many different games here on Welcome to the Party. On every second, fourth, and fifth Tuesday, you will find me playing Lucian, the Tiefling Warlock, who is a member of the Mimic Knights. And what the Mimic Knights game is, it's a 5th edition D&D game, where we have taken the rule book, chewed it up a bunch, and thrown it up into a mimic, because we're all mimics here. I'm a mimic, you're a mimic, the Discord is definitely a mimic. This tweet, totally a mimic.
Discord is 100% a mimic.
Oh, it absolutely is. And yeah, we fight for the rights of mimics and monsters, and it's fun. And then Thursdays, there are two opposite games. The first one being Shadowrun, where I play my namesake, Capjack, who is an orc street samurai. And right now we are planning a heist of some kind that we're going to find out more about this coming session. And opposite that, we have a 5th edition Pokemon D&D game, which is hilarious, and you should definitely watch. I unfortunately missed this past week, but there were shenanigans where we are Team Crossbones, we are the bad guys, and we definitely use it like that, Crossbones. And I play the Poketaker, who is basically a Pokemon version of the Undertaker from the 80s, so it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And we basically take the Pokemon world and we have absolutely wrecked it. And it's fun, and it's eventually going to come back to bite us, but it'll be a while, I'm sure. And then here I am on Sunday nights, so yeah, thank everybody for coming out, and thank you, Throck, for running this. This is fun, and I love it.
Yay, I'm glad you're having fun. And next up, Mr. Archer.
What's up? My name is Archer the Eye. I have a DeviantArt page at Archer the Eye at DeviantArt. And yeah, I'm actually having a lot of fun with this game because I'm getting to flesh out like all the weird quirks of this character. And just the fact that this was completely decided tonight. He doesn't care! He does not care!
Yeah.
I love it so much. It's like, I don't care if I die, but I kind of don't want them to. So, okay, I'll take your deal. Yeah.
I'm interested to see how that flashes out, if it flashes out.
Yeah, that's gonna be interesting.
Yeah.
I am on one other game currently. Hopefully that changes. We'll see. But I am on the earlier game on Sundays from Tales of the Kingdom of Five. We are insanely crazy and ridiculous. And currently we are apparently fighting fish people who just speared one of our guys out of the sky and reversed fished him under the water. So yeah, that's where we ended on. So next week will be interesting if you want to check that out.
And then last, but certainly not least, Miss Abigator Frenzy.
Oh my gosh, you guys, today's session was so much fun. I cannot. Everything was just super, super enjoyable. You guys each had like as character moments and as a DM, it was all together entertaining and like cohesive, and I can't wait to know what happens. And I'm super, super happy to get a chance to play with everybody and to kind of be able to pretend to be this badass captain of the ship who's just has this cool quartermaster who like backs her up and like is able to talk super cool, and then this awesome like, no, it's fine, I don't care if I die, but I might as well take this deal to like sip. Like, she just has the best crewmates ever. I'm having so much fun. I don't even have words.
Yay!
It's so much fun. But yes, my name is Abby, also known as Abigator Frenzy. You can find me at Twitter at Abigator Frenzy. You can also find me on Twitch at Abigator Frenzy, where I stream some weird indie games sometimes. You can find me on Tuesdays at the Greyhawk channel, where I play a sorcerer a warlock actually, who in this really, really dark campaign, we just found a bunch of bodies, and it's a whole thing. So that's on Tuesdays at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. On Thursdays, you can find me on Askren's channel at Exploding Dice, where I play another pirate whose name is Ziri, who's a lot more lighthearted and not a captain, and very much like, I don't really care what happens, but like, it's a really, really cool all-female cast. And just check my Twitter, because I'm doing stuff. I'm doing a podcast called Queers and Quiet. There's a bunch of stuff. Just check my Twitter. I love you all. Thank you for inviting me. Congratulations on the retweets and the fundraiser coming up. And
Yeah, right? Oh my god. So one quick announcement before we go, and I loved you guys so much tonight. I had so much fun. I want to let everybody who's in the chat right now or who's watching know that we have a fundraiser coming up at the end of next month. It just got retweeted by Matt Mercer, so that's pretty freaking awesome. We are attempting to raise $5,000 in 36 hours over 9 one-shots for Trans Lifeline. Trans Lifeline provides micro grants to folks going through transition for things like name changes and updating medical records and all that sort of crazy stuff that costs money. And they also have a emergency crisis hotline for staffed by trans folks for trans folks. And so we're hoping to be able to staff up and run 36 straight hours of one-shots with DMs and players and all sorts of stuff. And you are absolutely invited to be involved. Let me grab the link. I actually forgot to grab it here real quick. Let me put that there, and we'll put this here, and then we'll go here, and then we'll grab the link, which is there, and we'll do this, and then we'll do that, and then blood down, whoop, and that's the link. And that is where you can find a sign-up sheet. We will determine which weekend we're going to do it within the next week. After today's retweet, we're already up to 50 sign-ups, which is huge and going to be enough to staff the whole thing. And so we are looking for more people always, but this is now 100% on and going to happen. We've already got Maddie Morgs has now offered to donate prize support to it. Devin Rue is sponsoring it and has offered to donate prize support to it. Maddie Morgs, by the way, is known as @SoMaddieGames on Twitter. He messaged me while we were doing it and said that he wanted to get involved as well. And so there's going to be a cool amount of giveaways, a whole ton of gaming, and we want you there too. So go ahead and sign up or show up and drop a little bit of cash for an amazing, amazing organization. Last but not least, I am going to drop the raid on some new folks I just found called Total Party Invite. But right before I do, my name's Throck. You can find me on Twitter @ThrockPlays. Here on Friday nights, running our Tomb of Annihilation game. On Saturday, running a mostly homebrew D&D 5e game. And then here is Sunday nights with pirates and these lovely human beings. And with that, I want to say thank you so much. I love you guys. I love the shout outs, the follows. Forgebreaker, you gave us those crazy the crazy gifted subs, and then Dakota Vega and Michi for your subs too. We love you guys, and we will see you very, very soon. If you got a sub tonight, grab your emotes and go say hi to Total Party Invite. Total Party Invite. Bye!
See ya!
Bye! Thank you all for coming again. Oh my god!
Oh, that was so good.
Okay, Throck.
Yeah.
Oh my god, he retweeted!
Oh my god, 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 oh my god.
No, that's
Oh, I was
awesome.
holding that in
Especially
that
for
whole time.
visibility.
Holy crap. Woo!
Like, for your channel and for that cause, it just...
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah.
The Discord is
Dude.
at 198.
Yes.
No!
2 more.
I've been trying. I can't say hi to them because I can't type raid. Like I was. Nope, we're good. Yeah, okay. I couldn't. Sorry, in the raid, I'll normally be like WTTP raid and then like drop a bunch of emotes.
Yeah.
But every time I tried, it was like, hey, stop spamming emotes. And then when I just.
yeah.
It was like, yeah, cool, thanks, bye. It's like, all right, cool.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah, so I tried. But that was huge. Oh my god, tonight was huge. Oh my god, tonight was huge.
Dudes.
Yeah. Dudes.
Congratulations.
Right?
Like it went from
Holy
I was
crap.
preparing myself to like be in all these different games to help staff it.
Yeah.
To we have so many people.
Ah.
We defy DMs though.
Yeah, I feel like that's all the time.
Well, yeah.
If you want, I was about to say, because I signed up to be a player possibly. If you need, I feel like I could probably do like a honey heist, a Crabs Against Humanity, or a mouse guard one
neat.
shout if you need me to. If you really need DMs, let me know. I don't have that much experience, but like I'm totally on to
I love
do
new
some
DMs.
crazy.
You know, that's what Welcome to the Party is all about, right?
Yeah.
Empowering people
let
to
me know.
run things. Yeah. We'll do. I got you on there, and I'm actually going to make a note that you could run as well.
Yeah, do it.
Okay.
I might try and. You know what? I'm gonna tweet the guy that created the Sigmata game and see if maybe he wants to DM for
Oh,
us.
interesting. Yeah.
Also, have you talked to Fora? I don't know if he's available, but
He's on my list. I just haven't. I've been so busy. I haven't been able to talk to him yet.
In terms of DMs,
Yeah. Oh, he's
the one-
amazing.
God, like I still can't understand how he's